whatever that gift is, let's serve others with it. For God's glory and honor. Asanteni sana, congratulations for getting this far. Captain Wambogo, we are absolutely humbled that you have looked into Faithtech. Thank you for that very, very powerful and encouraging testimony. It makes a difference to hear that the light is going out, the salt is going out. So thank you very much. God bless you. And let me take this honor now to invite Dr. Ehud to come and speak to us. Karibu, Dr. Ehud.
Good morning, everyone. I'm torn in between to go to the stage or to come here, but allow me just to be very close here and say that I'm very, very excited. I'm very, very glad to be here this morning. And before I start what I want to say, I want to congratulate all of you for being here, for making it to the end. I know this has taken a lot of your time. It has taken a lot of your resources to really commit time to go through the program. 3 months, evening, Monday, Friday, 7, 9, devotion by Pastor Gereso, Diana and the team, insistence by our great instructors that you must do your assignments. Really, 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 it's effort worth appreciating, and I want to really take this early opportunity to congratulate all of you for this great achievement and for this great milestone. Second, I want to also welcome all of you to this Cohort 3 graduation. As Architect Lee said, we've been in this space for the last 1.5 years as partners, trying to really steer the ship, try to do and to bring forward our best fit so that we can be able to change lives, so that we can do what God called us to do. And as Faithtech, our learning core is that we are supposed to be implementing and appreciating that our calling is on Great Commission, and we try and sit there so that we can be able to achieve the mission that God established for us in this world. All right, now I have been told that I have to go up, so excuse me. Thank you, Frank. I want to say a few things and acknowledge that, of course, the milestone that we are celebrating today is not by any chance a coincidence, but it is really what God expected us to do. I am seeing very many faces that I'm very familiar with, people we've worked with, our great team of instructors who have relentlessly supported the program since its very beginning. We have very many friends in the room, appreciating Frida, appreciating David, appreciating Captain, as well as our partners, Mwangaza Trust, Lee team, Pastor Gereso, and all of us for keeping the faith. You know, one of the things that we keep on ministering to ourselves is that we are running the Faithtech, and I think us we should keep the faith first, because you cannot give what you don't have, can you? You can't give what you don't have. So we are the fathers and architects of faith, so that we can be able to illuminate that faith to the rest of the world. So we want to thank you for being here. Let me say a few words about IYEF, and then I will quickly, introduce to us our guest speaker. And so, International Youth Empowerment Foundation is a youth-focused, youth-grounded, and youth-managed family foundation. And we started way back in 2015. So we are celebrating slightly over 10 years. I think we are getting our ways to the teens. And so, of course, we are quite uneasy as a startup. We are quite disruptive. We are quite dynamic. We are very, open to learning, open to changes, but also very, very ambitious. And so our work really focuses on ensuring that our young people get the right capacity, get the right connection, channel towards the right places for them to be contributors of our economy, whether it is in the ministry, whether it is in the marketplace, whether it is in other places we are called. Our focus is 100%, 101% on young people. We do that through 3 key programs. One of it is the digital economy programs. The second one is the entrepreneurship and innovation. The third program we are running is on entrepreneurship, and the fourth one is on youth employment services. On the digital economy program, where the Faithtech program sits, and where we've partnered very, very effectively with Mwangaza Trust. We have 2 programs that we've been running. One of it is called the Impact Skills for Kingdom Impact, and this is really geared towards building the capacity of ministry leaders to be able to use technology to be able to minister effectively to the church. And the second one is the Faithtech program, which is the skilling program for young people in the church and also in the marketplace. Why did we choose to do this program? We all appreciate the fact that technology is changing and defining our lives. I was very, very impressed to hear how Captain Wabugu has been able to use the skills he has been able to acquire through this program to better his life and to continue increasing his impact at his age. I don't want to say how old Captain Wabugu is because I know him in other circles, but it is a real challenge that some of us who have more time and we need to do much more, we have more resources at our disposal, then we have a real right opportunity to really change the world. And therefore we believe as Faithtech, as technology continues to change, it is going to create more opportunities. But also if you are not equipped enough to be able to take these opportunities, then there is also the risk of being left behind. And as the program Faithtech, we are committed to make sure that no young person in the ministry is left behind, no person working in terms of wanting to better their life is left behind, by making sure we are availing the right programs to you. So we have 4 programs that we're running under the Faithtech: the virtual assistance program, the digital analysis program, digital marketing, and web development. Those are called the core courses. But within the core courses, we have embedded 3 more cross-cutting programs: artificial intelligence, entrepreneurship, as well as life skills and leadership. The reason we have this combination of menu is to ensure that the programs are all rounded and they are actually transformative in the sense that these are the skills that we keep on hearing employers are looking for. These are the skills that have been tested and tried, and they're the ones that are able to give you a good combination to launch you into the new complex labor market that we are experiencing today. And therefore, they are well curated, they are well aligned to what we see as the demand in the market, and also areas where you can actually be able to get new opportunities to work. What is our desired outcome for this program? We have 4 things that we are desiring that all of us, as we graduate from this program, are going to immediately launch ourselves into. Number 1, we've been told about the opportunities in the digital economy. I am not an expert in digital economy, but I have some level of understanding. 1, we can launch our careers in freelancing and remote work. The beauty of technology and digital economy is that it transcends boundaries. We have no physical boundaries anymore as long as you have access to internet. And we are training you to be able to maximize and leverage internet technology, to be able to access opportunities, not just locally, but globally. And there are many opportunities that do exist where people can work remotely without necessarily you moving. All you need to do is to package yourself, demonstrate your skill, and make it available to people who are going to be able to give you work. I am sure there's someone who is going to double down on that topic better than I can do. The second one is about digital entrepreneurship. As we were told during the devotion, the world is changing, and it's changing so rapidly such that industries, organizations, society is experiencing tremendous complexities in managing and new challenges that need new broom. And this new broom can only be found by people who are well equipped and prepared to be able to take on those challenges head on. For example, if you think about agriculture and the challenges of climate change, think of healthcare and the challenges of healthcare systems, complexities of diseases. Think about family life. Think about simple things like traffic in Nairobi. Think about challenges of ministering and making sure that we're reaching to mass populations, whether in business or otherwise. All these are new challenges, complex, that are emerging. Think of the youth demographic that is consuming information differently. All these are complexities that are emerging, and therefore, as we come to prepare you, we are saying we want you not just to be a remote worker, but we want to be a digital entrepreneur, because there are many opportunities that we can see in the digital entrepreneurship space. Ian here is an example. He is a founder of a solution that is addressing certain gaps in the education system. And there are many others that are here in this room that I am sure that they're actually using their skills to really propel digital entrepreneurship. The third point is about digital enablement. Now, we think about e-commerce. Think about the need to make sure that people have services close to them. And we are teaching you digital marketing to be able to bring services closer to people. We are teaching you artificial intelligence to be able to develop content that can get people close to where they are. We are teaching you entrepreneurship to be able to see how to combine the skills that you have with the market opportunity to be able to create value and start off a business. This is what we call digitally enabled work opportunities. Those are opportunities that do exist, and as a country, due to our level of digital technology innovation, we have many opportunities around digital enabled opportunities. Think of delivery services, think of logistics, think of transportation. There are very many things that we can do with the skills that we've acquired. And therefore, as we sit here today, my call to action is that, please, skill alone is not enough. I want to repeat this again. Skills alone is not enough. There is need for you to be ambitious. There is need for you to be a person of right character. There's need for you to be a person who is innovative. There's need for you to be restless. And there's a need for you to try and dare. That combination will take you from wherever you are to where you are desiring to go. Whether it is promotion in your workplace, whether it's using these skills to change the society and to live better, to contribute better, whether it is to use these skills to build your own career, or to launch yourself into a different entrepreneurship pathway, all those opportunities have been handed to you. And the greatest graduation that we would like to celebrate is when we see you launching yourself to the next level. This one, we are saying, is the foundation. But then we are giving you the powers too to launch yourself to the next level of your growth, and the next level of your vision, and the next level of your dream. So once again, we are really happy. We appreciate your presence, and we truly believe that this has not been 3 months of nice gathering, of a nice virtual spaces, but transformation that are going to change life and change lives of those people who depend with you. Thank you very much. God bless you, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you so much, sir, for that. So up next, we are going to have our keynote speaker. Please have the honor to invite her on stage.
Thank you very much. I really wanted to take this honor to really invite our keynote speaker. It's a long story. And I think the keynote speaker, I met this keynote speaker, I think 10 years ago. And in those 10 years ago, I was still a very young man. I don't know how old I was, but maybe I was close to you. And the only thing I didn't have is a long hair, but hopefully I was around there. And this lady, this amazing lady, those many years, was talking about a language we couldn't understand. She was already earning in dollars, and we were wondering what she was doing. In fact, some of us were thinking she's an Illuminati or just subscribed to some certain sects that we don't understand. And we kept on hearing her story, and she has really contributed so significantly to the digital work ecosystem in this country. In fact, I call her Mama Digital. Because I cannot see anyone else that I knew was doing digital work during those days in my purview right now. And so we are so happy to have Frida Mwangi, the CEO an MD and the founder of Kazi Remote, iWorkers, Kugol. She's a well respected lady in the digital space, and she has been there for a long time. And we are truly happy, Frida, for you creating time to be with us today. And we look forward to hearing from you. Let's put our hands together for a lot of applause as we welcome Frida Mwangi to give us a speech on digital economy. Thank you, Frida.
Hello, everyone, and good morning. So that's beautiful, yeah, when you're introduced that way. And I'm standing here thanking God because I think my journey is a testimony to what is possible in the digital economy, because I've been in the space for 10 years, specifically the gig and platform work, not the formal digital economy. And so as I begin, I would like to acknowledge everyone who has made this possible. The IEF, the partners, Mwangaza, Daktari, mentors, and even the graduates who are here, because I'm sure there was a call for you to join, and you did join. 3 months, you have followed through. There are so many people who start programs like this, but then they don't get to complete. So congratulations for being amongst the ones who have completed. So as introduced, I'm Frida Mwangi, and this was not planned because I've just had it. And you know, when people are successful, we want to associate. Captain Wambogo, I'm born and bred in Nairobi, but my mom comes from your village. And if I may say, the Getuge chief area, Chief Mwangi Waiganjo is a first cousin. So, yeah, let me just say that. All right, so I'll start. I know there's someone else who was supposed to be here, Caroline Juki, and she's the Chief Technical Advisor, East Africa, for International Labour Organization. So I'm not going to try and fill her shoes, but I will do my part as someone who's been in the space. So when I said I started in the gig economy 10 years ago, as you can see, I am not a young person, right? Maybe young at heart. When I cleared my high school, because I know I'm speaking to young people, and sometimes life does send you some curves that you don't know whether you will rise up from them. When I cleared high school, I got a baby immediately after. So, a very brilliant girl whose parents were hoping she would take them out of poverty. See, that is what most parents think. They've taken you to school, you're brilliant, you've gone to a very good high school, you even passed your KCSE. So now they're just thinking about what is coming next, and then I got a baby at 19. I think I was 3 months shy of my 20th birthday. And so at that point, your life kind of ends, right? All those dreams and ambitions that you had, you kind of put them behind, because I mean, where and how are you going to begin to do this? So what happened is I did settle, and I got more kids, 4 of them now. And so that meant I was a housewife and a mother for 17 years. That is the job that I did. And as much as it's seen as being a mother, a stay-at-home mother, I think you also gain some skills. A lot of skills that maybe have helped me when I came to this space. So I had 3 boys, and the last one is a girl. And I usually tell this story because sometimes your motivation might come from places you do not understand. So my first 2 boys had a conversation amongst themselves. And they said, when they grow up, they're going to make a lot of money, and their wives will stay in the house. Yeah? So it hits you, okay, they're learning from observation, but that is not what you want them to learn. So I had to sit and say, no, unless your wife wants to stay at home out of choice, the generation you're in, I don't think anyone is going to want to stay at home. So But that's because that is what they had seen. The dad is the one who's living, making money, mom is at home, taking care of us, right? Then, so that just was a conversation. But then I got the girl. And now I wondered, so if the boys are thinking this, here is the only girl in the family. So what am I showing her? What kind of a role model am I going to be? So on her first birthday, which was on the in May 2015, I made a decision that I have to do something. I mean, I have to earn a living or I have to do something with my life. And then because at that particular point I was sure I am not getting any more kids, and I was just at the border of youth. Do you know what the border of youth is in Kenya? What is it? Yes, I was at that border of youth. So I decided I am going to try and do something. I had heard about online work. I had heard about it, people talking about it. There's money being made by people in Kenya, but they are earning with clients abroad. So in July 2015, I decided I want to start this. And then it was not like today where if you're in Nairobi, it's very, very important to have Wi-Fi or some kind of data bundles, yeah? So then we had to go look for something we were calling a modem, right? That was the internet then, a modem. You had to go buy a modem, which you, with your USB, you had to insert in your computer so that you can have internet. So we did go buy that modem, and I researched. So every story I'm telling you has a lesson, so please follow through, and then so I researched for a whole month. And the idea was, if I do research for a whole month and this thing doesn't work, I'm just going to leave it. So I sat down and researched. That's patience, right? I went to sites that had scams. I believe they are still there even today. I went to sites that I signed up and they were telling me I'll make $10,000 tomorrow. But then I follow through and it's a lie. And then in my search, I identified a community in Kenya on Facebook of young people who are already doing this. But then, by then, they were not doing this. I know I've heard about the training that you're all getting. Trust me, it's very sophisticated. By then, we were doing academic writing and transcription. That was what was known, or even article writing. So then I followed this group, and there was a pinned post of trusted partners, the people who were training others. And they were not training others actually because they had curriculums or anything. They were training others because they had gone through this, and now they were trying to show others a pathway to the same. So I reached out to one of the ladies, and she trained me for 10 days. You've been trained for 3 months. I was trained for 10 days, and I was trained via email. She used to send things on email, even assignments, and I will send back. I was trained on transcription. Transcription is just converting what you hear to text. But then, it's also something new. I mean, thinking about the structure that we have of school, you don't expect that training to make an impact. 10 days, no. So I did the training and I did an exam. The exam was, if I get 90%, she's going to hire me. I got an 88% because she gave me Indian accent. So I told you, I've gone to school in Nairobi around Juja Road. By then we had a lot of Indians, even teachers. So I thought I would, get it all right, but then she gave me really Indian accent. Indian, Yoko, Indian. So I got an 88%. And she said, I can't hire you, but I'll show you where I get work. And that's how I got into the space, got into one of the platforms, and started doing transcription. And I really, really worked hard because in 3 months I was top rated. And being top rated meant that now we were doing something that was called bidding. Instead of bidding, now you get invites because clients have seen your work, they have seen feedback and all that. And so I started getting more clients and got more work than I could handle. That's how I got into entrepreneurship by then. Because then I had to go back to the lady who had trained me and ask her, do you have any more people who are really good that I can now start giving more work, because I didn't want to get an invitation and tell a client I can't because I don't have time. So that's how I started outsourcing work, and then realized because there's quality that I was offering, it needed to be very consistent. Then I found myself doing a lot of training and mentorship, right? And so in the space, I realized again, for this to happen, because as Edward said, it was very, very new, I had to understand the ecosystem. What does the government think about us, right? I mean, is it really exciting? Because yes, I was earning, I had grown, from my first client was Nigerian. I think when I converted the money, it was 800 shillings. Yeah. But for me, the thing that was really exciting is that, okay, so it's possible, right? And because I had been trained for 10 days, honestly, I'm sure I was not offering quality work. So being paid very low, you're not offering really quality work, you don't even know your value, but as you go consistently, you start becoming a master. You start specializing. I was doing general transcription. I went on to start specializing to do legal transcription, medical, and so it meant that you earn higher and more, because then you actually showcase yourself as a person who's an expert in that space, right? And so that is how my journey has been for 10 years. And currently, I'm also bringing together people in the gig economy and platform work. When I say platform work, I mean anyone who uses a platform to get work. So whether you are an Uber, whether you're in blue collar, whether you are online, for as long as there is a third party that is connecting you to work. Because we understood with time that for this to work very well, there has to be quality. I mean, for people not to be mark timing, right? Yes, you're working online, you're talking about digital, but is it really giving you a career path? Are you earning good money? Or are you what, if Carol was here, would say, working poor? So yes, you're working, but you're not moving. So that's a bit about my background, but I wanted to say that as you are graduating right now, you've had really structured training. You've been told about the opportunities, and now you're graduating. But you know what is happening? You're now getting into the labor market. And when you're getting to the labor market, it's a very tricky labor market. I'm just going to tell you the truth right now, because you're in the tech industry, and it is changing very, very fast. Transcription was really good then, but by 2017, 2018, AI had come in. By then, maybe some of you have just heard about AI right now. It has been there for 50 years, but really, like seeing the solutions around it. So transcription, what happened is that clients started transcribing with machines, and so our work declined. So what do you do at that particular point? You have to check what else to do. How do you pivot? So we even started telling the clients, the machine is not doing a good job, we will do the proofreading, right? And then you charge for that. But then you realize that there's something else. I mean, you have to look at what the market is looking for. Do not just get into a training without doing your due diligence or your research. You have to find out if what you've been trained for is actually going to give you money, or if you're not going to be employed, can you actually take it and freelance, create a portfolio and showcase people? I mean, show people what you can do. Because in this day and age, what you're able to do is more important than the papers or the certificates you get here. The clients want solutions, so you have to offer solutions. An example is, so you've been trained in virtual assistant, or you've been trained in artificial intelligence or digital marketing. But what does that mean for the client? Or the person you want them to use their money and pay you? What does that mean? So you have to understand what your virtual assistant, what is the solution? Are you freeing your client's time so that they can concentrate on what they're doing? And how is it that you're freeing their time? So that is how you think around it and create value, so that at some point, your client cannot live without you, right? Or they can tell someone else, I actually did work with this lady or this young man, and she's really good, could you also work with her? Because that is how you build a career in the informal economy. So the next thing I wanted to say is about the employment outlook. And before I get there, I have a question. So this is faith-based, right? So most of you, I think, have gone to church school or Sunday school, or you've watched Bible movies. How many of you believe that Noah actually stood up and told people to repent before he built the ark? Just smash. Why do you believe that? The movies told you that, right? Yes? So I want to give you a challenge. Go back to the Bible and you'll confirm he never did that. He never did that. God had already decided actually they say he had regretted creating humankind, right? And he had decided he's wiping off people. So, but there was one person who was obedient, which I believe even if Noah was not preaching or repenting because or telling people to repent like John the Baptist was, they could see his ways were different, right? But there's no place where they say he told people. So God decided, gave him the instructions, he obeyed, and he was not wiped out like the other people. Why am I saying this? It's because at this time, what you need to do is do your own work, continuously learn and get the facts right. Right? Because if you're my age and you find out, by the way, there's nowhere Noah told people to repent, and you have watched all these Bible stories, your teacher in Sunday school told you that, you're like, okay, they've just spoiled my childhood. Do that. Why I'm saying this is, as we begin this year, try and find out for yourself what the social trends are when it comes to employment in 2026. There are organizations that do that, ILO, a World Bank, and that information is on your Google search. You can find it, right? Find out if the path that you have begun here would be relevant 5 years from now. If it is not, then how are you going to pivot, right? Or what are you going to change? But you have to continuously learn. So what it's saying right now is that, unfortunately, I think it's like we've stagnated, not just in Kenya, globally, when it comes to creating jobs, right? The youth, who are you, are a bit disadvantaged. And it's going to, you have to be, most of you are going to be in the informal economy, so most of you are going to be freelancers. Most of you are going to be in the platform economy. So what does that mean then for you? So reading such things allow you to do that, to know how to think about your future as much as you have been given this foundation. So we have opportunities everywhere, but at the same time we have risks. So your due diligence, your research. The second thing I know that was very influential in my life is community. So this already is a community that you have formed with cohorts 3. Please don't be quiet. Keep communicating. And do not have a scarcity mentality. When we began, online work felt like a secret society. We never used to tell people because we are the ones who are making. Actually, I think I got in because of just my due diligence, otherwise no one was going to come and tell me there is online work. So in this community, if one of you finds a way, please let the others know. Do not have a scarcity mindset. There's so much globally that you can do that you don't have to hold it, right? So let the community offer value. Teach others something. Because you might be taught one thing and then you go ahead, try something else and like, okay, it's working, let others know. Because one thing I have known for years is I can give you information, but it's up to you to take action. So do not hoard information. Let your community learn from each other, right? And so now, as I congratulate you, I need you to prepare. Prepare for what's ahead, right? Ensure that you have portfolios, like I have said, and understand AI tools. I mean, there's a lot of hype about AI, there's a lot of doomsday predictions about AI and all that. For those who have been here long enough, you know this is not the first time this is happening in the labor market. I mean, if you follow history, you will find out that when Ford started an assembly, I think people felt the same way we are feeling right now with AI, right? Because now he was also automating in his own way. And so it meant that maybe less workers, productivity, and so no jobs. So what I am going to say is understand AI is not this magic that has just come. It is work that has been there for over 50 years. Number two, please do not use AI only for your emails and your blogs, right? Try and use your creative mind to find solutions using AI. I mean, what can AI do to make things better? And if possible, solutions that can pay you, right? So now, as you begin this journey, mine is just to say that prepare, really prepare. Do your due diligence, ensure that you're offering value, and if you need a community, please start with yours right now, and then you can find communities around the different skill set that you're doing. But at the same time, when you get a job, know your rights, right? Don't say, sasa hakuna kazi Kenya. Of course, when you want to have food, you will take that job, but don't be exploited, right? You're one of the generations that is really open in terms of saying what they want. So please take that to your jobs. And I'm not saying you become arrogant, but do not be given work for 17 hours or 18 hours and you're being paid for 4, right? Just to show people you are working. And so with that, I want to say all the best. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'm also very digital. You can find me all over. And if you need a community, we have the Kenya Union of Gig Workers that fight for your rights.
A round of applause for her. Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope we have taken practical pointers that we are going to be applying from now on. Thank you so much, ma'am. We honor you, and you've given us great insights. Okay, so we are now about to get into the panelist section, but we'll have a slight icebreaker so that we stretch a bit here. We've been sitting for a while here. So please get up, and Frank is gonna do one icebreaker, and then I'll do another one. Go ahead, Frank.
Let's be good students. I hope up here I'll see you properly. Sharon, it is good to MC with the beautiful lady. At least you can use her as example.
Glory to God.
The icebreaker is simple. We are going to do, see, your left arm, this one. Thank you very much. Extend the,
index finger.
Just one. Hello.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Sharon, you will be my prop zone. You get my condomo.
Okay.
Very nice. You see, make use of a good, beautiful lady. So, as I say, your left, then the other one, open. You see? Yeah. So the other one is like this. We good? So you have a neighbor on the left and the right. Very nice. Now I'll give numbers. This is 1, Cindy. This is 2. Yeah. Now the third one, Sharon. Okay. So when I say 2, you do what Sharon does, eh? So 1. Okay, put your hands down. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have 1, 2. Very nice. And then 3, grab it. Now, tunataka kuona tualala class, si ndio? Now, tries X. 1. Sharon, help me look. Hatu wana. I have 1. No. 1 is just 1. Put your other arm down. Yeah, great. 1 is your left. Thank you very much. 2. Kuna mtu bado ana download content, sawa? AI itakusaidia. 3. Very good. So, if you are caught, you are going to dance. Don't worry, the DJ will do that thing. Meanwhile, I'll tell you a story. Your work is just to listen. 1, 2, 3. Only. Alright? So, I was walking down the street one day. Wow. Yeah, thank you. One day, okay. And then I met this beautiful lady. She was 2 feet taller than me. I thought I really need to capture attention. I didn't say 3. I said capture. No. Some people are cheating. No. We agreed 1, 2, 3. Whatever happens, wewe usishughulike na hiyo. Check. So I will try again. I was walking down the street one day. Then I met this beautiful lady. She was 2 feet taller than me. I thought I should capture attention. But then, she asked for my Instagram account. And I only know in my Instagram account, there are only 3. Okay, so the generous beautiful lady beside me says that is trisex. Kuna watu wako wamenyita, sasa tunataka kunyita. So let's try it again. I was walking down the stage. I met this great professor. So one day I asked Mr. Elliot, do you know my name? And he said, I think you are to be called Frank, but then because you're not so serious in life, I have to minus 3 points from you. Customer care, you also find another person. I was walking down the streets to the University of Nairobi. So one day on my way there, tuko one. Acha kuchiti. I was walking the streets of Nairobi on my way to university. So one day I saw this lecture. This lecturer denied me marks for Cat 2. Then I thought, why will this lecturer deny me marks for Cat 2, yet I just did my 3rd semester. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to redo that one. Naona ni kama amuko serious nayo, wengine wanalala class. We will have to redo that again. Please have your seats. Please. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my MC has told me that she has given me the honor to serve the honorable team. They are called the panelists. These are the greatest minds you can ever meet in Faithtech. These are the people who have studied the word. These are the people with A+. Sema A+. I can't hear you.
A+.
I can't hear you guys.
A+.
Very nice, very nice. So these are the people with A+. These people are going to tell us what they have the PhDs in. You guys have heard of Dr. Eliud, you've heard Dr. Lee, Now we have doctors here. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the panelists.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. How are you? You're fine, thank you. My name is Samuel Kiongo, and I'm going to take you through this segment of panelists here. We're going to discuss various issues which affect us as the youth, and you know how to go about it. And before that, turn to your neighbor. Angalia neighbor yako. Angalia neighbor. Unaangalia neighbor. Uko na neighbor, wewe una neighbor. Uko na neighbor. Mwambie you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Again. And what do we say next? In the image of? Yeah, in the image of God. I'll give the panelists a 1 minute moment so that they will introduce their names to us and tell us what they do. We will start from the far left.
Praise God. Praise God again. Hallelujah. By name, I'm moving from Mundi. For now, I'm working under coffee management services based in Ruiru towards Datu City. I'm grateful to be here today. Good morning. Praise God. So I'm Dennis Macharia. I'm a procurement officer at a furniture manufacturing company, and I was taking data analytics.
Hello. Hello. My name is Nana. Some call me Jacqueline. I was doing UI and UX designer. For me, I'm a own CEO. So that's why my class called me CEO.
God is good, and all the time. My name is Lucia Muke. I am a quality analyst with ISAH. It's a France company. I work online. I was part of the data analytics class. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our panelist. Nimesema jina yangu? Nimesema. My name is Samuel Kiongo. I'm a journalist, digital marketer, social media manager, and I'd say I'm glad to be here. I was among the students who were in the first cohort where we did 2 courses at that time. So we were very much able to do the virtual assistant and the data analytics. And we thank the International Youth Foundation together with the Mongaza Trust for ensuring that youths are able to get digital skills, you know, and they get them for free. And we appreciate God for that. And as they continue with their next cohort, please share the links to your friends, to your family members, you know, to people who are in this age group, and God will bless you. So we will dive into our first question of the day, and in our country, so many youths are employed and unemployed, and in our country we are the largest percent of you know, the age group. And I'll pose the first question to Movin, and what's your take on unemployment rate in Kenya and basically unemployment in Africa and basically all over the world?
Okay, thank you for that. First of all, we'll look at some of the barriers that youth face today, those who are particularly unemployed youth. One thing is mismatched skill, whereby what you learn in school, sometimes you get it is different from what is expected in the market most of the time. Another thing is you find that corruption and nepotism, whereby nowadays in most of the jobs we are looking for, it is all about personal connection is more required than the merits or the experiences that you have. That's really affects and makes most of the youth unable to find jobs. Then another thing is economic instabilities, whereby the high cost of living leads to make some companies or some institutions to cut short their budgets. Most of the time you get retrenchment every year. Sometimes you get that the company is closing to other neighboring country where their obligations are more favorable than Kenya particularly. Then another thing is high demand of previous experience, whereby you get yourself that you graduated last year and you are looking for a job, and when you look down to the requirements, they are requiring somebody who is having maybe first year 5 years experience. So you get it difficult because from your experience you match the job, but the long demand in the experience sometimes is a very big problem to the youth. Then we have some ways on which youths can shape their voices together, come together so that they can find solutions to these things. One of them is that getting yourself into groups whereby you have same ideologies, whereby you can push these motion together, whereby because collected voices sometimes is more hard than sitting somewhere you alone and trying to speak these things out. You can't be hard as when you are collected together. Another thing is you as individuals you should do research in current economic status, whereby when negotiating, you know what is expected of you, not just speaking things out of doubt, trying to make sense which is unable to be done. Another thing is participating in elections, both locally and nationally, because this is the key role of a youth as a citizen of a country. You need to participate in an election to choose leaders whose principalities aligns with your grievances in youth unemployment, so that you pave way for yourself and you pave way for others. Then probably by now we have some of the policies that the government have already put in place to ensure that they reduce the unemployment to the youth. One of the things we hear of the Ajira Kenya, which is working very well. They're promoting skills, they're developing skills to the young people. That is one step where the government is trying to curb this unemployment thing. Another thing is the Water Fund, which was introduced last year. How many of you have received it? By show of hands? Oh, then you should apply for it. Yeah. So the government can again add something on it, then reduce some restriction. Then we cannot talk about government policies and forget about politics. Then this is just a year to the next year general election. So my humble plea to the youths inside here: register as a voters. Get prepared. Let's change the nation. That leadership that you want, you have now the privilege to choose it come next year. Prepare yourself. If you have the ability to even vie or contest for any seat that is going to change our nation, let's do it. We'll be there for you. For those many remarks, thank you.
Thank you very much, Marvin. And as you have said, let's get there and get these opportunities because they're there. And also to add on, we take voters card and participate in the 2027 general elections because we are the makers. We are the one to ensure that the Vision 2030 comes to motion. We'll dive into our next question, and it is about mental health, childhood traumas, and quality of life. Yesterday, I saw a video going around on social media of an MKU student who, committed suicide, and it's a sad affair that us as the youth, we are going through a lot, and we don't talk as we are supposed to do. So I'll urge each and every person who is here, ukitafuta mtu wa kuongelesha, unipigie, I'll be there, I'll listen to you. And we should look for peers, we should look for friends who encourage us in life. Sometimes life haitakuwa straight line, kutakuwa na milima na kutakuwa na mteremko. So let us not give up, let us keep fighting. Even when there are challenges in our career paths, even when there are challenges in our country, our homes, let us not commit suicide, and we should create awareness about that. I'll invite our panelists to talk about that.
Hi, I told you I'm Nana again, and I want to talk to you youths. I spent a lot of time last year researching about child trauma. Child trauma, it's affecting us hata kama saizi wenye tuna grow, na ina to affect in so many ways that we don't realize. One of them is abandonment, neglect. We find ourselves shame. We have the shame wound in our hearts. We found the abandonment. Now, how do they relate now when we grow up? When you kwa hapo unajiuliza, mbona haja reply message yangu? Mbona amekaa? Mbona ni blue tick sai? Ushajiuliza inatokana wapi? Umekaa hapo, umeshikilia tu spouse yako, kuna ile clinging, you cling too much to your partner or to your friendship. You are there, you have low self-esteem. You are there, like our generation now, unapata mtu anasema, alini blue tick. Na when you ulipigwa blue tick, hujataka kujua what the other person is going through. I want us to take our time. Take your time there at home. We have ChatGPT can teach you a lot. You have YouTubes. We have a lot of we have a lot of platforms that can teach you about childhood trauma. It's affecting our mental health as youth. Unapata we are getting too much abandonment. You think it's abandonment, but without knowing, it started when you are young. It starts when you are young. Abuse, there's abuse wound too. You apologize too much for someone who has wronged you. You take disrespect as something that it's okay to you, and that's not you. It should not be that way. If I kwa hivyo, inafaa like you understand. If someone disrespect, go direct to him or her, mwambie hapana, ifai kwa hivyo. Mtu take time to reply as wema uko. Take your phone, call him or her. Are you okay? The other side, are you okay? Siseme ati alinipiga blue tick na wewe unaenda kumweka blocking. Utablock watu wangapi hii mwaka? Kitu yenye huyo mtu wako anajua. You understand what I'm saying? So you need to check what is there. The abandonment enye ulifanyiwa ukiwa mtoto. The shame wound that you went in school. It's affecting you in your relationship. How you take friendship, how you take your partner relationship, how you do colleagues with your friends at work, and it's really taking a toll in you. So what do I want us to do? It's not too late for you to heal. It's not, you may think you're okay. Hata mimi nilikuwa naona niko sawa actually. But unauliza mtu, mbona hujaniambia I love you? Mbona hujanitumia text I love you back? You understand what I'm saying? You want reassurance from people. That's not you. You need to reassure yourself. Maybe when you're a child, you wanted people to tell you, good, you're doing good. Oh, umefanya vizuri. Na wako wanasema, sasa you want to overdo. You overdoing to people. And that's not okay. Unapata sasa watu wenye unawafanyia wasipofanya the same thing, take a turn in your mind. You start now getting traumas. You start now isolating yourself. You start now putting yourself aside. You start unaona ile kujieka like I can't do it just because someone did not tell you you did well. It should not be like that. My ladies, sana sisi tunakwanga na ile like this is my friendship, this is my guy. Are you okay? Go find what's eating you. Can you just find it? Look among your circle. Is it the shame that you went through when you are young? Is it the rejection you went through when you are young? Is it the neglect that you went through when you are young? Is it that something? You need to find it in yourself, and it's not too late. There are many platforms out there that you can learn from that, and you will be okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jackie. And today being our next question, dating has changed significantly with social media, modern culture, and shifting values. As young people of faith, how do we navigate a relationship while staying true to our beliefs and our purpose? I'll pose this question to Lucia.
Thank you so much for that question. Dating sahi. Kwanza before niendelee, nani ako na brufen? Mmemeza brufen? Mmemeza? Dating has become something different from what we knew before what our parents used to experience, right? Saizi dating ni tuko tu pale TikTok, sindio? WhatsApp, una post, una like, it's just fast, sindio? And then we seek validation. Tuko hiyo age ya, you just want to seek validation from people. You're there, you're dating, but then you see your friend amepost flowers. Nini ingine unaingia kwa akili yako? Si hata unataka flowers, sindio? And then you keep looking at your relationship, and then auangalii nini unaleta into that relationship. Unaona? Unaangalia tu relationship ya mtu mwingine. Ukiona yeye amenunuliwa flowers, hata unataka kununuliwa flowers, right? Ukiona mwingine amepeleka Mombasa, hata unataka kupeleka Mombasa. And then you're in that relationship because you want people to say that you're in a relationship, right? Sindio? Umeona mtu anakuja anakuambia sasa uchali yako anakaaje? What's the next thing you do? Unapata uchali yako hata hajui kuvaa. Unaenda unatafuta that other guy mwenye unamwona pale TikTok ako na followers wengi, wewe unataka kukua na yeye, si ndio? Wewe unataka mpigwe photos na yeye, mzipost hapo Facebook, mzipost TikTok, IG, WhatsApp, and then msikuwa manane tu kwa hapo, si ndio? Just scrolling. Ati leo sijapata likes. Umeona umepost you and your guy, you and your girlfriend, umepata 4 likes. In your mind unajiambia, this is not it. People don't like me. People don't like this relationship. You're looking at that other relationship, wako IG, they have 1 million plus followers. Wabo kona maybe 20 followers. Hauna likes. And then in your mind you're like, I want a relationship like this. Mine is not working. But you're not asking yourself, what are you gaining in this relationship? is it pulling you far from God? Or is it pulling you towards God? What are you gaining in this relationship? Do you want to gain public validation? Do you want to have a relationship that is rooted in faith and the church's belief? Do you want a relationship that will lead to marriage, that will lead you to have a good family, to have children? Or do you just want a relationship where you'll see people, where people will just be looking at you and saying, this is the life that I want? Are you pleasing people in your relationship? Or do you want to please God in that relationship? So in everything that you do, my dear youths, seek first the kingdom of God, and all the good things shall be added unto you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucia, for that great moment. We have been told to seek what? We have been told to seek what? Yeah, we should first seek the kingdom of God, and all the other things will come unto us. And society and social media pressure. Now, in our social media platforms, in the digital space, we have each and every person, creating what their lifestyle is, from the Bahatis to the Kabus, to small content creators on social media platforms like TikTok, And I'll pose this question to Daniel. Social media nowadays has it that they will see it as success, and the beauty and achievement of how success should look like. So how does this pressure affect the young people, and how can we remain authentic while still thriving in the digital space?
So thank you for that question. First of all, congratulations to each and every one of us. Tumemeke, sindio? Tumemaliza, sindio? Now we are entering to the other phase of life. Yenye saa social media na society wanatupeanga different phases of success. Sindio? The society and the social media has different views of what success is. Na saa ndio tunaingia. After umepewa hiyo karatasi leo, utaenda maybe kuna mtu amefanya certain course, ndio aliona mtu mwingine hapo social media alifanya hiyo course, ndio pia yeye succeed kama yeye, si ndio? Kunao, I'm sure kunao, useme hapana, I'm sure kunao, si ndio? But kuna mwenye amefanya juu akona future hiyo course amefanya. So what I can say is social media imetupea pressure sana. Hata guardian wetu alisema pressure ya social media, amsikizangi nyimbo. Pressure ya social media ni noma sana. So when you get that certificate, hata social media is determine what you will do with that. Miki, tunajua if you have a purpose of life, that is what matters. Then unajua social media inatuonyeshanga you can be rich overnight. Sa after umeona maybe friend yako pale amepiga picha na GLE, na mlikuwa mnasoma na yeye, sasa pia wewe unataka upate hiyo GLE. You never know kama ni kahaya. Social media iko na pressure, inaweza kuwa ni kahaya alipiga picha naye. Naye umekataa kumpaka ulali, ndio uliona mtu ako na GLE. Mwingine pale ameenda akapiga picha na suti ya rafiki yake pale, unaona nikaa amekuwa CEO. Umeanza kujipea pressure na hiyo social media, hata yuko sure kama ni life yake. So mimi tunasema be authentic in everything you do. Venye Lucia alikuwa anasema hapo, umeona mtu amepiga picha na tumaua. You never know ama amejigift. Maybe hata si amenunuliwa, amejinunulia apige picha. You never know. So sometimes live your life. Live your life. Usijipe pressure ile sana. Even in the book of Galatians, nasema Galatians 6:4. Each one should test their own actions, then they can take pride of themselves alone without comparing themselves to someone else. In this life, usijicompare na even if it is your relative, even if it is maybe your younger sibling, maybe I may make it. You never know what ameenda through, you make it. Still, make it najua, you can take 10 years from now bila kuendesha hiyo GLE. hiyo 10 years ikiisha utanunua GLE 5. Sawa. Na huyo maybe unaona ako na hiyo GLE leo, akimaliza 2 years ama 3 years hata ana gari anaomba. Because hii pressure watu wanajipea huko nje imefanya youth wengi sana wamepotea juu ya hiyo pressure. Mtu ameenda amechukua loan ndio anataka kukompea na. Don't compare your life with someone else. Live your own life. So ukienda na hiyo certificate yako, live your own life. Progress pole pole. To start progress haraka. Why progress just pole pole. Be determined. Have a purpose of life. If you have a purpose in this life, be sure you succeed. If you have a purpose of whatever you want to succeed, you will succeed. Now succeed you mtu mwingine amesucceed. Have your own purpose, have your own goals. Acha na social media. Na usiambie na mtu sijui nani alifanya. Hiyo ni yake, si ndio? Sasa tafuta yako, acha na venye huyo mwingine alifanya. Sasa so tunaacha na quote moja. I want you to go and sleep on it. Nasema in a world that constantly tells you who to be, your greatest achievement is discovering who you truly are. Thrive, yes, but never at the cost of your authenticity. Be blessed.
Thank you so much for that. Tumwambie kila mtu afanye nini? Aishi maisha yake with the purpose. I'll invite questions for panelists or for the delegate in front of us. Anyone who has a question about youth, about employment, about vitu zinatuhusiana sisi kama wanarika kama youth, even as we wind up.
My name is Abel Juma. It's not a question, but it's just a comment regarding youth unemployment. One thing I've come to realize is that most of us, we just want to be employed. We go to school, tushatoka chuo, tumetoka kampo, we want to be employed. Hiyo ndio kitu kwa brain yetu. But I'm telling you, if you go outside here with the mind that you want to create opportunities for people, you want to employ, inaweza kuwa hauna do, but you have the mind. Mind is the first capital that you can have. Sasa nimeona quite a number of people, actually young people, they are coming up with laundry businesses. Sindio? Yeah. People are coming up with laundry businesses. You can have that machine and maybe not have a space. Unaweza kuwa unaoshea watu nguo kwa nyumba. So one way of having an employment is having the mind of being an entrepreneur. So tumekuwa tukifundishwa about entrepreneurship. I'm so sure even with Faithtech, the major reason maybe as to why they came up with this program is for us to be entrepreneurs, is for us to create opportunities for other people, right? So let's have that mind, let's be entrepreneurs, let's give opportunities to other people, right? Yeah, that's what I have.
Another comment or question?
Hello everyone. My name is William. Mine is just a comment on mental health. I'm also one of the guys who create awareness, and one of the things that I would like to tell each and every one of us here is that let us invest in ourselves. Invest in your health. Invest in your well-being. Go for screening. Do yourself due diligence. Don't focus on what others see about you. Focus on yourself. And when you focus on yourself, you'll never disappoint yourself again. You'll be winning. It is the greatest winning in your life. But if you focus on others, then you'll be working because you're seeing somebody else working, but at the end of it, that money is going back to your health. So let's focus on our health, and our mental health will be appreciating us when we are old. Thank you so much.
The ladies in the house.
Sorry, thank you. I heard you, like he said, ladies, and I had raised my hand. And again, claiming to know my name, and I love the Lord as my personal Savior. Just a comment or two. This issue, we always talk about job mismatch. What you have done in school and what is happening in the market outside there. What I believe is, and I've been thinking about it, is going to school doesn't mean that what you've done in school is what you're supposed to be in life. In school, we are there, and that is my own thinking. It's to open up your mind so that you can be able to think broadly. And I took that bit because at one time I was working in the airline, and our top guy, the CEO, the chairman, and all those people, somebody like Naikuli, was not a pilot. But he was an electrical engineer, I think a mechanical engineer in the aviation industry. So I believe when we go to school is to give us opportunities so that we can be able to think broadly, that we can be able to fit in any sector in life. I was in the aviation industry. After that, I ended up in the village working for people as a member of parliament. And there is no way flying and the political science are related, are they? No, it's because it's your mindset, knowing that this one exposes you, opens up your mind, you can be able to think in various dimensions. There was that issue about corruption, which I believe, in my own mind, and at this age, I put the word corruption aside. Because, like, with this era of digitization, or in this digital era, I don't think, like Madam Frida Wangi, when she was talking, I realized that she did not go to look for somebody to bribe so that she could do her work. The internet, when you're applying for a job or when you're bidding, doesn't know you, doesn't know your sister, doesn't know your brother. So let us use what there is and the tools that we have now to make sure that those issues about that I know somebody is out of our way and we can be able to continue. Youth in government or in governance. Madam Consolata, it's very sad because we always think about the leaders in government. Recently, we had the issues about the Gen Zs, isn't it? I had an opportunity, it's good to tell you I had an opportunity to sit with some of them. And when we tried to analyze what was happening, we found that most of us do not even know what we're saying. Take an example of the issue of the budget cycle. How many of us here participate in that? When do we even know when it starts? Because the budget cycle starts as early as October, September, October. And that is why when we are going for, people are going for barazas to say what they want done. They used to talk about technology and everything else. But most of us never present ourselves in those forums to say what we want. In June, we only get a complete document which has already been finalized. So what I can let you know, what I can ask you, let us follow closely what is happening. Also understand the documents that there are in government. He talked slightly about the Vision 2030. How many among us here have even read that document? Get it, read it, and understand what there is. As I close, How many of us here have ever read a small book called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living? How many? How many of us? How many young people? I can see about 5. There's one time I was very worried because I was not being recognized myself as a person. Because every time when I did something, I always expected people to tell me thank you. But then, when I read that book, I think somewhere it says Jesus Christ did so many things for people in this world. How many people say thank you to him? Did they ever recognize him? What did they do? They hung him, isn't it? Then who are you to ask for recognition? As if you don't get flowers or you don't get a good date, then you're making noise all over. Anyway, young guys, to somehow here to concentrate, because actually those things about recognition are the ones that are making us go do funny things, killing ourselves for nothing. And there's so many opportunities. So, guys, hiyo maneno ya, I don't like anybody to like me. Mimi mwenyewe. First, I like myself. When I like myself, hata kama unipendi, sawa, because me myself, I like feeling happy, feeling good, isn't it? Ngine hata kama madhi, lakini madhi anajuanga hapa. Ananirudianga kachai, so no, ananipikia kachai. Lakini, to be told I'm doing well and everything else, I kept that aside so they can have time to think, concentrate, and solve issues that I have. So, otherwise, thank you very much, and may God bless you. I don't think whether I've got any other things to say, but for the youth, let me say this. In Matthew, somewhere, Jesus Christ, when he was preaching the whole day, people went hungry. And it was only the young people, a young person who had some 2 loaves of bread to feed the whole multitude. Your skill, the way you maintain yourself, do not eat your bread before it's time to have it. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much. I don't think we have any other comment. Oh, okay. Let's close with 1 and 2.
Okay, we can only afford 1, unfortunately, so I'll give it to our speaker, and then you'll ask the question for the expert, and then we'll go on.
All right, thank you so much. There's a young man who talked about people expecting you to have 3 years experience and you have just been taught. I just want to give you a tip, is that whatever you have been trained right now is enough for you to create a portfolio for yourself. I mean, you don't have to be employed to showcase that what you have done. So for example, if you have done digital marketing, your social media should be able to translate that, even if it's your own page. You need to have like a schedule of what you do so that people can know you're really good. Because just having followers and what you're putting out there is valuable, will get you clients, right? If you're doing virtual assistant, creating calendars or something, a product, so you don't have to wait until someone employs you so that you can say you have a portfolio. Whatever you have done in 3 months right now is enough for you to have 2 or 3 things that you can show as a portfolio.
Thank you so much, Makofi kwake tafadhali. Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for the panelists. And Samuel, you can go ahead and pose the question to our expert, and then he's gonna take the stage next.
Okay, we have 2 questions, and the first one is, how decisions and policy under the Trump administration shape global remote opportunities, especially for young people working from countries like Kenya, and what Kenyan youth can do to stay competitive and secure these opportunities despite such policy shifts. The other question is about gatekeeping and access. Why do some people keep remote work opportunities from fellow Kenyan youth, and how can young people use digital communities, mentorship and collaboration to break this cycle and create more open access for everyone? Thank you, everyone. My name is Samuel Kiongo, and I'd love to appreciate our panelists. And I will leave you with 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no one despise your youth, but be an example to the believers in word, in conduct, in love, in spirit, in faith, and in purity. Thank you, and be blessed. And congratulations to all.
Amen. Thank you so much, Saman. Makofi kwa tafadhali. So our next speaker is our expert, and his name is David Vilembwa. He's a systems and innovation strategist trained in innovation and entrepreneurship at Stanford Engineering, building scalable growth systems across sectors in Africa. So please go ahead, sir. We are honored to have you. I'll just ask you someone to bring the podium down, and then our speaker is going to go up. In the meantime, let our people who are giving the testimonials to be ready and prompt. Thank you.
I think I should probably take this off. So good morning. Yeah, it's nice to formally meet you. My name is David Vilembwa, as has been mentioned, and currently I'm working as the head of business development and strategy at the Toolkit for Skills and Innovation. At Toolkit, we train youths from across the country in different skill sets, including advanced international welding, solar and electrical technicians, and agriculture, and we then place them in jobs within the country and also outside the country. So as I was sitting here today, I've gotten the chance to really listen to a lot of what everyone was talking about, right from the first speaker, the panel, to even Frida, who came and gave a really inspirational speech. And it really got me thinking, now that I have an opportunity to stand before you and speak, what is it exactly that I can say to you that add value to everything else that's been told so far? Because we've heard about the opportunities that are available when it comes to artificial intelligence, remote opportunities. We've talked about what it means to have good mental health, for example, and how can you make sure that you're not competing with shadows and actually focus on your own personal growth. It reminds me of my own personal journey so far in getting to where I am. I'm still under the youth bracket limit for some time at least. And when I think back to when I started my career, I began not too long ago. I'm a Gen Z, but I'm the last Gen Z. I'm at the cutoff. But I started my career in 2021. That was right after I graduated from university. I got the chance to work with an international company called McKinsey. And during my time at McKinsey, we of course were interacting with people from all over Africa and all over the world. And one thing that I think I can say I picked up from that experience was I not only got the chance to, do the things that I learned in school, I got the chance to, for example, lead some portions of a project that we were working on. It was around COVID time. And at first I asked myself, why do they think that I can do this? I'm here to learn. I'm just, a graduate. I've just left school. And it didn't make sense to me. But as we continued doing the project, I found myself immersed in a world which I had no idea about, right? It was high octane, which means that you're waking up early. You had to get your work done before your actual work started. You had to go out and learn, whatever skills that you did not know. For example, Excel. If you didn't know how to do some formulas, you had to make sure you learn them, because when the job starts, that's not the time that you're going to start learning. How do I create a pivot table, for example? But that experience shaped me in a way, because it forced me to take a step back and ask myself, so what exactly do I want as a professional, like in my career? What is my worth and what is my value as an individual? And how can I communicate this to the world? So moving from there, I went to work in Kigali, Rwanda, which is where my university was. And I also got to work with other consulting firms, and it was the same thing. Now the stakes were becoming higher because they kept giving me work and they were saying, we think you should lead this project. And of course, I'm sure probably some of you know all about imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is everyone else, for example, thinks that you have the capability to execute something, but when you look in the mirror or when you wake up in the morning, there's a voice that whispers and tells you, are you sure you can do this? Are you really qualified to do this? And one of the biggest lessons that I got from that is that sometimes you will learn along the way as you do it, right? If someone can trust you enough to give you an opportunity to lead, if someone can trust you enough to give you an opportunity to execute a project, whether it is in remote work, whether it is in your, for example, full-time employment, then it is up to you to decide the kind of output that you want to give. Are you going to simply, do the bare minimum and say, oh, this is the work that you sent me, I've given it to you, right? Even in terms of the quality of the output that you are giving. Is this work going to need to be reviewed 4 or 5 times before it is sent to the client? Or is this work that you're going to finish this work and it is only reviewed once by a manager and they send it to the client? What if they tell you, okay, that work that you've been doing for the last 3 weeks, send it to the client. Are you confident enough to be able to send it to the client? And the point I'm trying to make here is that it's not just enough to have the skills, right? It's not just enough to have the certification, because the world has moved away from people having degrees. It has moved away from people, following this generic step towards success, which is go to school, finish school, get a job. It's not like that anymore. A lot of changes have happened, as has been mentioned by the previous speakers. The more important question that you need to ask yourself is, what is my identity as an individual? And what is my objective when it comes to my career? And also, what does it mean to live a successful life? If you are able to answer those 3 questions, then there's a lot that you can do, and there's a much further distance that you can cover than most people. When it comes to your profession, right? Are you doing it so that you can make a living only? Are you doing it because you're passionate about it? Or are you doing it for any other reason? And the best type of people who enjoy their jobs are those where you find your passion and it intersects with a way for you to make an income for yourself, right? And sometimes you can even find that the work that you're doing is not really your passion, but it is paying, right? Then you have to ask yourself the second question: what does it mean to live a successful life, right? Is it that you start driving the GLE? I heard someone mention a GLE here. Does that mean you're successful? Is it getting married and starting a family? Does that mean you're successful? What does it mean to succeed in life? There's ideas that Hollywood and all these different media enterprises have impressed in your head, including the fact that Noah did not tell people to repent. I also didn't know that. But I think it was some of the movies I watched, actually. So are you playing someone else's script in your mind about what it means to be successful in life, or are you crafting your own path forward, right? There's enough evidence and there's enough examples of people who have succeeded in life. We have, even in this front row here, people who have vast experience, whether it is in politics, whether it is in business, whether it is in engineering. So what is it about them that made them succeed, right? Those are the questions that you should be asking. But also to encourage you that when we begin this journey of life, like, no one has a blueprint. You can have examples, you can read stories, you can read autobiographies of people who went and succeeded in their lives, but no one is going to tell you, do this, come to class at this time, because that is over. When you work within a controlled environment, it is easy to get comfortable and think that that's how life is. But once you step out of that role, you then meet with reality face to face, right? And it is you, it is the bills that you have to pay, it is the work that you have to do. You also have to find time for your passion, you have to find time to rest, you have to find time to exercise. So my question again that I will ask is, what does it mean to live a successful life? And if you can answer this question for yourself, then you're far better than majority of people who go about life living scripts that have been printed in their heads by media and society and people telling you this is what you should do to be successful. Finally, I would like to finish by reading a part of my speech. I wrote a speech, but everyone said everything that was in my speech by the time I got here. So I had to improvise. It's not so much that there's lack of opportunity, and it's not so much that people have or don't have skills. It's that there's a mismatch between the opportunities that are present and the expectations that employers have of you versus the skill sets that you have versus your ability to position yourself and align with what the employers want. Frida mentioned something around outcomes. I'm no longer interested in hearing about your certifications. I want to know if we need to do a social media campaign and we need to get 100 people, for example, a toolkit to sign up for our programs. Can you help us achieve that, right? If we need to, I don't know, maybe tune the instruments and make sure that the sound system is working properly, can you do it? Yes, you can go to the best school, but it doesn't mean that you have the technical skill sets. And that's where also another aspect comes in about being humble enough to learn. When you get the opportunity to interact with people who have made it in their career and they've, built like fairly successful careers, it is the chance that you have to go and ask them, what is it that made you succeed? Mheshimiwa mentioned something really interesting, right? And he said that whatever course or degree that you have learned is not so much about, it's not like the only corridor, by which you can succeed in life. The education that you've gotten is supposed to open up your mind and enable you to think, right? Because at the end of the day, the only reason why you go to school is to learn how to think. So, given that you have spent 3 months here as cohort 3 of the Faithtech graduating class of 2026, you're the first graduating class, I believe, this year. What does that mean? Right? What does that mean for you? I would say that, to come back to my question of what does it mean to live a successful life, I don't have the answer. I'm still figuring out for myself. And I think that I'm probably going to be figuring it out for quite some time before I finally come to a conclusion. But I would charge you to do the same thing. Ask yourself, what does it mean to live a successful life? Is it driving a GLE? Is it getting married? Is it moving to another country? Is it traveling? And also to let you know that whatever limits exist in your mind, they are just in your mind. Whatever limits exist are just in your mind. If in your mind you tell yourself, I can never travel to Europe, and you go and justify and say, oh, I don't have money, I don't have a job, it's okay, you're right. And if you're in your mind you tell yourself, I want to travel to Europe, but I don't know where to start. Okay, let me research. What visas do people need to go to Europe? Okay. If I was going to go to Europe, which hotel would I stay in? Okay. Which countries would I want to visit? How would I move? And then you say, okay, so this sounds exciting, but how much does it cost? You write down the costs, and then you say, okay, but how do I get this money? That's very different, right? It's very different from someone who is sitting down and wishing one day to travel, right? Because you have done the work. You have sat down, thought about it, done your research, asked questions, figured out the budget. Now the only thing you need to do is find the money. And that one there are multiple ways to do that, right? That don't involve corruption. So I'll leave you with maybe just a short anecdote or a short story from my own personal experience. And I can say that over the course of my education, I've had the chance to be in leadership positions right from primary school. all the way. And one thing that I can say is something that made a lot of sense for me during my time was that I was not really working so much for myself. I was working for the good of the people who I was leading, right? And so for me, if someone asks me, what does it mean to live a successful life? My personal answer as of now is to live a life in a way that creates maximum good for humanity. That means wherever it is that you are, you're looking for maximum good, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. If you're working within an organization, you first start by becoming excellent at what you do, that no one can doubt it. If they need to check on something, you're the first person that comes to mind. If they need results, you're the person that can deliver those results without excuses and without missing deadlines and with proper communication, right? If you don't know something, you're willing to go and learn. And that's the first step of serving humanity better, by becoming a model example of what does it mean to be excellent at what I do, and what does it mean to live a successful life. After that, then you need to ask yourself, how can I use whatever skills or position that I have as an individual to influence the lives of other people, right? How can I use whatever skills that I've gotten through this 3-month program to influence the life of maybe my cousin, who is also almost finishing high school, and they're about to go into the job market and they don't have this experience. You have the experience. And what you will find is that in trying to look for maximum social good for people, in trying to look for maximum social good for society and for the community, it is going to pay you without even you forcing it, because you become sort of a nexus, a center point. People come to you when they need questions around things. You are able to form, communities like the one that you formed, because you're solving problems, right? And the fastest way to become rich is to take whatever opportunities that you've been given, to build on whatever skills that you have, and to spread it to as many people as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. So we had 2 questions from the panelists, sir. One about the Trump administration, and then the issue of gatekeeping. So if you can touch on them real quick, and then we move on.
All right, thank you for the questions. I would admit the Trump one was not something I thought would come out of this panel. It was very random. So Trump policies, staying competitive and securing opportunities. One thing I know about life is that the one constant thing is change, right? The life that people are living in Kenya today is different than it was 20, 30, 50 years ago. And technology itself keeps changing every other day, and it will continue changing. Today it's AI, tomorrow it will be something else. And before AI, we didn't think that our technology could come and disrupt the entire global flow of things, right? And then AI came. It's the same when M-Pesa started. The whole world did not know that you can actually transfer money on mobile, and that was proven and tested here in Kenya. So what am I building towards? Leaders are not there to, leaders don't live forever, right? They rise and they fall. Empires don't live forever, they rise and they fall. So it will change. Today it will be Trump, who is right-wing. Tomorrow it will be someone else who maybe is left-wing. And they're gonna come with their own policies and ideas of what does it mean to maybe lead a country successfully. But what doesn't change is the fact that when you wake up in the morning, you probably need to eat food, you need to drive to work, you need to go to school, you need medicine if you're sick. And it points back to my initial thought or my initial idea that the whole point of life is to serve each other, right? Regardless of who is in White House, it doesn't mean that the companies have stopped hiring. Yes, maybe there's regulations around you traveling to the US, but why do you need to travel there and you can live in Kenya at perhaps 10% of the amount of money that you'd spend on your monthly budget there? and then use the internet to do remote work, right? Companies are still hiring. The work is not going to stop just because a new politician is on the seat. As long as we are human beings and as long as we are all striving towards something, there are some things that are going to be common. You know, people need to eat, people need to travel, people need to do something. So that's where your focus should be on. What skills do I have as an individual? Are they tied to the day-to-day activities that people do? And if you position yourself like that, it will be relevant to who is in office, right? Then finally, the other question around gatekeeping, it stems from what someone mentioned around a scarcity mindset, because even the opportunities they are gatekeeping, perhaps they are not even doing them 100%, right? Perhaps the person who is gatekeeping is afraid because their own internal skills, they fear that someone else will come and they'll be better at it. So they're not spending enough time building your own personal skill set or your own personal tools to be able to address whatever changes are coming in that particular market or industry. So if you're someone who is gatekeeping, I urge you to reconsider. I urge you to think about what I said about maximum social good and how that is actually going to give you more success instead of gatekeeping, because everyone has to come to you to access this opportunity. Why don't you create a service and say, hey, I've been doing this for 10 years, I understand how this market works. If you want to get this service, pay me $5 and I will give you access. That's more money made than whatever you could have made by gatekeeping opportunities from other people. And yeah, I think that sufficiently addresses it. Unless maybe there's any other question.
No, that's it. Thank you so much. Let's give him a round of applause. He's really brilliant. And it's so refreshing to see a young man who is brilliant and smart. Sindio? Yes, it's so refreshing, and I hope he builds other men wafuate hiyo paka. Ladies, hi. Yes, we will pray for him so that he strengthens other men so that we can also be strong in the marketplace, yeah? So, go ahead, Frank. Yeah.
Take the order, just ask the question.
Okay,
I'll be a watchman.
Yeah, so we have a question. What is the name of the speaker who has just spoken? Yes, there's a lady right behind there.
Yes, you can answer in my dreams.
So we have a prize for you if you answer correctly.
Easier to verify if you are wrong.
Please stand.
Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Silego, and the speaker who has just spoken is called David Bilemwa.
Verify?
Yes, she's correct. Very good.
And you're a winner of today. Congratulations. Okay. Earlier now, when you were beginning, we mentioned the social media. This video on Acidifier. When you were beginning, we mentioned about our social media pages, right? Yes? How many of you have followed us in the social media? Social media? You did?
Yes, we have a gentleman right
here.
You followed us on social media?
Yes.
Have you tagged us? Have you posted anything and tagged Faithtech? I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I will think about you tomorrow. Don't worry, I'm still with you. Another person? Okay, there's also a live stream going on. How many have watched the link, tapped the link or something? Anybody? Okay. Thank you very much, sir. You know, I'm kweli hapa AI. Right now, how many viewers are there? Oh, you are still following. Okay. I'll follow you after this. I'm talking. Mdosi Simona na nauliza amekataa kujibu. If I put it on my phone, no problem. One more question, Faith, Sharon.
Who can name one director of the program?
Okay,
there's a lady. You can give two people. A lady and a gentleman.
A clicker, Rory. A clicker.
Nipatie ngapi?
She's a lady, the highest. Yes. Yes.
Congratulations. Sorry, what did you say?
My name is Candy Murichi. I was in the data analytics class.
Okay.
Thank you. That's how you should introduce yourself, Manze, because you don't know the opportunity coming next. After this, I'm going to hire you to teach me data analytics. The next question, you said how many directors?
Just to anyone who can name another one?
A gentleman at the back. You are wearing that gentleman. Okay, so just raise your hand.
Okay.
You don't know the directors? There's a gentleman here.
Dominic Mwangi is my name. I was in the virtual assistance class. Miss Consolata Gitutu.
Well done, well done. So our next segment is the testimonials, and I'll ask the people who have been lined to give the testimonies to come. We'll start with Rollins from Data Analytics. Please take 2 minutes. And after that, Faith from Virtual Assistant, please be ready. Rollins, take the stage.
Distinguished guests, Faithtech leadership, program partners, mentors, and fellow graduates. Good afternoon. Yes, my name is Rollins Juma. I was in a data analytics class, and today I'm a graduate. Clap for me. Not only graduating alone, I'm graduating with other fellow students here. Due to the limited time that I was given to give testimonials, I decided to go and do a thorough research on the Faithtech program. On the Faithtech program, specifically the data analytics and its impact on our lives and to the job market. And for that reason, allow me to first go through the written testimonial. Hear my mind. It's a privilege to stand before you today as a graduate of this outstanding data analytics program, and I would like to sincerely thank Faithtech for its vision of using technology to create meaningful value-driven impact, offering a free program that delivers professional industry-ready training in a powerful demonstration of leadership and service. Before joining this program, I had an interest in data but limited exposure to how it can be applied responsibly and effectively to solve real-world problems. Today, we live with ability to analyze, interpret. Today, we live with the ability to analyze, interpret, and communicate data-driven insights that support informed decision-making and sustainable impact. Through hands-on projects and real data sets, we developed strong skills in data cleaning, analysis, and visualization and storytelling. More importantly, we learned how to translate data into clear, actionable insights. insights that can guide, improve efficiency, and support mission-aligned outcomes. This experience has prepared us not just to execute tasks, but to think critically and lead through insights. Beyond technical skills, this program strengthened our professional discipline, collaboration, adaptability, and ethical approach to data. It reinforced the idea that leadership in technology is not just about technical ability, but about responsibility, clarity, and service to others. As data continues to shape decision-making across organizations and communities, Faithtech is building more than technical talent. It is developing future leaders who use technology with purpose. The Faithtech leadership and partners present today, thank you for investing in people who are ready to serve, grow, and make impact. We graduate today not just as data analysts, but as purpose-driven professional, ready to lead with insight, integrity, and measurable impact. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Up next, we'll have Faith. Faith, please come on stage.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Praise Jesus. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. My name's Faith Karaoke, a born again Christian, and I love the Lord. So today I did the virtual assistant course, and I'm so happy to be here. And you look so good from up here. Mnakaa vizuri. Has anyone told you you look so beautiful today ukitoka kwa nyumba? Maybe kwa mat, maybe kwa nganya if you use danganya. Maybe the Uber driver. Did they tell you you look so good? Well, hear it from me, and it's genuine. Si kuwapaka mafuta. It's so genuine. So I'm happy to be here. Well, I'm a little tensed. Yeah, but I'm so good, and I really loved the virtual assistant course because it's something I've been wanting to do for so long. Now, ukienda YouTube University na other courses, other websites za learn those courses, they don't really give you straightforward answers and straightforward courses, right? Hazipeanangi the skills and the teachings zikiwa so straightforward. But our teacher, Madam Agnes, was so nice. Our class was so good. Sijui kama Alex is here. Alex was a very big noise maker kwa background. Hi Alex! Yeah, we were so happy. Our class was a very happy class. Now the skills we learned, I'm so sure hatuweni kuzieka kwa nyumba. Those certificates, we're going to use them out there to not just kutafuta jobs for kwa companies or anything, but it's most specifically pia sisi tujiajiri, si ndio? Kuamka asubuhi kukalia mat 4 na kurudi saa 5 usiku, it's not so good, right? So I wish every one of you the very best in whatever course you did. God is going to bring you your income there, si ndio? And also this is the day that the Lord has made. Please rejoice, have fun, make friends. Class yetu tuli make friends sana, and I can see some of my group members. Hi, wako huku, and I really love them so much. Again, this is to remind you that this course was not just a national thing. I had a member of my group, now he's from South Africa. So it's not just nationwide, it's international. And God bless you everyone for the good job you're doing. Until next time, tuendelee tu apply for the many courses. Kama umefanya VA and you've tried data analytics, go try another one until you find a settlement, yeah, whatever you want, right? Yeah, so that's it. God bless you guys.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have Lillian. Lillian, please come. And then Ian, get ready.
Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. So my name is Lillian Waweru. I'm a student. I did digital marketing. And I'm here to give, maybe it's in a speech, but I'm here to speak from my heart. When I saw this program from Faithtech, when they called me and reached out to me and told me now I'm part of the program, for me it was an answered prayer. I am a mom, currently a stay-at-home mom. So in my prayer closet, I was really asking God, how am I going to be, how am I going to upskill? How am I going to be valuable? How am I going to, become a better version for myself and even for my two beautiful girls? So when I saw this program, my heart burst into tears. I was like, God, thank you. And then I joined digital marketing. So nilikuwa nasikia wasi wanasema, unaweza make do online. So they're all giving theories, but nobody's giving you a practical step of how to do it. So that is what we are being taught majorly in the digital marketing class, and I learned a lot. I learned how I can start up a business. I learned how I can make it visible in the online platform. So I'm just here to say thank you, even to our instructor, Madam Cynthia. Oh my goodness, she's the best. Ulikuwa unakosa kushika hivi anakwambia, okay, so on Saturday we're going to have a makeup. And you're like, yeah. But when you see like the way she was devoted and she was willing to teach you over and over again until you understand, I'm so grateful to you. Thank you so much. So that is all I had for you today, and enjoy your graduation and congratulations to everybody.
Thank you so much, Lillian, and congratulations to you and all the best. Ian, please come on stage, and in the meantime, let's prepare the video testimonial. Ian, there you are.
Praise God. Praise God once again. Ilikuwa ya kuwastua mafans, msistuke. Hope mko fiti. Hadi mimi pande yangu niko best. So mimi nilikuwa nafanya UI UX. Nilikuwa nimekam na speech nyingine daily ya kizungu, nikasema acha niko free. So nikiapigia kizungu leo labda mko mnanifuata na ndikia speech unaona. So mimi nilifanya UX. Na enyewe vibe ile kwa ngine atamsi ati unajua kushika lapi kucheza na mitambo siku hizi ndio na bambo unaona. Hiyo ndio shughuli tulipiga. For mimi naweza sema shukrani. Intention guys. Ningependa kusema tu asante sana kwa hiyo to the managing team yenye ilitupia opportunity ya kupiga shughuli juu for once. Mimi mwenyewe hiyo ni kitu nilikuwa nimetaka kufanya, sikuwa na opportunity nikapata unaona. So when you tuna graduate leo, acha niseme sa God bless. Na hiyo skill umepata, usiende kuikalia chini mzee. Unaona, hiyo ni shughuli za kuletea ganji. Siku hizo nataka shughuli ya kuchoma na jua. Ni kitu tu na kama home pesa inaingia unaona. So atena bedeka sijasahau. Tulikuwa na mode mwingine. Alikuwa ananibamba tu kimambo hujashika anaweza rudia. Lakini unajua kuna mwingine ashen kula stopper. Ndio ground si rahisi ati nini. Lakini wale lolo mmejibamba na naweza tu asante kwa hii platform. Mungu awabariki.
Thank you so much to every student who have given us the experience. I wish I could tell you mine. The way I would go and just watch, float, then come back. Edwin was there. I say, Edwin, wherever he is, but I can see the boss himself is here. I still appreciate the UI UX team. Ladies and gentlemen, the course is for the young, but you've seen young at heart. Young at heart are so many in front of us here, including Babu. And still to bring on, ladies and gentlemen, there is another surprise for you. The media team will give us a video, just one. they understand how deep and how far digital marketing can go. Media, when you're ready, please, you can cue me. Thank you. Please just take a minute and watch through the video. There is one more thing. I still love your offers, and if you don't answer my question, I'll really thank you so much, because nitapigia watu wengi, sijataja mtu. Media, back to you. Thank you.
My name is Alice Wainaina, a transformational development consultant for over 30 years. I happened by chance to enroll in what I thought was a course in basics of AI and data analytics, only to learn it is a youth empowerment program. I was hesitant to continue, but I'm glad I did, because I learned so much from the youth as they shared their experiences. I was impressed with their uniquely empathetic way of interacting with each other. I'm graduating in data analytics, courtesy of the generosity of IF, International Youth Empowerment Foundation, in partnership with Mwangaza Trust. I joined the cohort late in the last 2 or 4 months of the program. My expectations, my hope was to demystify AI and upskill on data analytics. Both expectations were surpassed. I'm now confident to navigate various AI, and I've become more efficient in research and online engagements. In data analytics, I expanded my use of Excel functions and learned Power BI. Through skill practice during assignments, I gained confidence to apply the knowledge and skills. I was not sure why I should attend the life skill and entrepreneurship classes, but I did it because it was required. I'm so glad I did. I quickly realized I was out of date in a number of aspects in career advancement. For example, I learned the business model canvas and applied it. I recently ventured into agribusiness and now have a beautiful model to engage partners. I've been on LinkedIn for many years without much benefit. I learned how best I may position myself to optimize on opportunities available through LinkedIn and similar platforms. The best part is I gained confidence to continue learning through other online platforms. A beautiful trajectory of personal and career growth, which I'm now pursuing. My course overview, I'd say the course is commendable. Sessions started with app devotions to start our faith capital. Students demonstrated a culture of patience, long-suffering, and prompt responsiveness with all, especially their youth peers. Facilitators or instructors or trainers were truly learner-centered. They were knowledgeable about and clearly understood their primary audience and interacted well with them. Trainers were awesome, remarkable listeners. I'm a career facilitator and trainer, and I was quite impressed with how each trainer patiently listened, encouraged, and supported individual participation. Student attendance was in the hundreds, so it is remarkable how the trainers managed to control and pace the sessions so well to achieve stated objectives. I would recommend all youth to take the time and learn the basics taught while gaining insights, encouragement, and support for personal growth and career advancement. Thanks to Faithtech team, you are doing a commendable job. Blessings abound in this amazing venture.
Wow. Thank you so much, Faithtech. Thank you so much, Faithtech. Thank you so much for everyone who has given us a testimony right about now. Tell your neighbor right about now. Okay, make it a swag logo. Right about now. Okay, you can also try, Dr. Eliud. Right about now. Dr. Lee is not saying right about now. He tried, but you know, generation ya huko na huko hazikutani. Utakutana mbinguni. One question. We had a panelist here. We had a panelist, right? Simple question. They introduced themselves. The guy at the far end was a moderator. He's seated somewhere here. Anybody with his name? But if you are sitting next to him, I'm not giving anything. Where is he? Oh, Akoko Mission. Okay. I'll think about you, sir. The last award was to a jet, so let me balance kidogo. Nisivutwe kazi. Where was she? Okay. In the meantime, we are preparing to welcome on stage. We've had the testimonies from from the students. Right about now, we are about to invite our teachers. But before then, let's hear your name, please.
Hi, my name is Ruth Maina, Data Analytics class. His name was Samuel Kioko.
She got it right. Watu pay attention. Okay. Let's try something. Due to the public demand pale mbele ya huko nyuma, wamesema we do icebreaker. Are we ready? Now, tuamke to stretch. Thank you so much. Very nice. Stretch, feel free. Very nice. You guys are good students. Tomorrow I'll think of all of you. I have your numbers and your emails. Nitaona kando. After nimeonwa kando. Do we try again the numbers? Young atatu amekataa maneno. So, you know Simon Says, sindio? Simon Says. So when I say Simon Says, just do what the Simon says. When I say Sharon says, don't do what Sharon says. Simple. Try X. Sharon says sit down. Simon says sit down. Aha, good students. Very nice. Simon says, high five your neighbor. Simon says, high five your neighbor. To the left, to the right. Ako peke yake. Simon says stand up. Simon says turn around. Frank says stop. Thank you. I got a customer here. Pastor Ingesa is my customer. You are marked number 1. Frank says stop. Simon said didn't say stop. You should continue. Hi, I have another customer coming up. Simon says stop. Simon says ask your neighbor his or her name on your left. Simon says try the right one. Simon says think your neighbor is not serious for life, try the one behind you. Simon says silence. Simon says sit down. And Simon says the last question goes to Nani anajiamini? The last question. Nani anajiamini? The last question. I have a question. Just raise your hand. Nani anajiamini? Very nice. I like your confidence, bro. In that regards, you win yourself a credit.
Okay, the second last item on our program is we're going to have the trainers come on and they're going to speak to us briefly and then we'll do the certification awarding and then we'll finish. Sawa, we are in good time and we've kept time. Thank you so much for everyone who has been able to be on stage and keep time. So we'll start with Anna Kihanya. Please come on stage. And I must say, you were one of my most favorite.
Sharon,
yeah?
I have a problem.
Yeah.
These people, they don't appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to try this one more time. In my nistingo zangu deadly. Okay, I don't have the mic, so just follow my hand.
Hello everyone. It's not working. Good to salimiane Happy New Year because we are still in January. Happy New Year everyone. Bwana asifiwe. I don't know how to summarize, and I am also somebody who is very strict on checking time, so I'm wondering what to say, what to leave out, but I just want to say that it has been a wonderful experience. Those who don't know me well, this is Anna Kehanya. I was trying my mouth at sharing during the classes, but nimeona kumbe sijui kuna kijana amekuja hapa nikaona I need to go back because for me, having started out as a high school teacher of business studies and now in the world of empowering the youth, I am ILO certified. ILO certifies trainers to start and improve their businesses. I have so many other papers that I will not talk about here. I think the ILO one is good enough for you. And my biggest passion, bila kujifanya, bila kusema ati because you are the youth, I work with the youth. Most of the time, I find myself associating better with the youth than with my fellow adults. Niko na kashida? No, sina kashida. I take it as my calling. So even in the church, about issues of life, issues of faith, and issues of even growing yourself and being positive in life, because I believe the future is in your hands. And I really had a very wonderful time. I had crazy examples of businesses. I had a very interesting time reading so many interesting charts, and even the feedback that I would receive from the other end, I was really amazed. I had a very good class. If you look at the millionaires today, it is the entrepreneurs. It is the entrepreneurs. Chris Kirubi alikuwa ameandikwa na nani kazi? Alikuwa ameandikwa? Because entrepreneurship is about creating employment, one, for yourself, secondly, getting income for yourself, thirdly, reducing poverty by employing other people. Imagine how many entrepreneurs do we need in Kenya to get out of this poverty. I like what David said, and one of the panelists, you don't need to go out of the country to make it. We can make it here in Kenya. My hair is natural. Today I use products made by Kenyan entrepreneurs. Why? Build Kenya, sindio? So those of you who are in the entrepreneurship class, I received also very good business model canvases. Today we have, almost sort of shifted, not exactly away from the business plan that is a bit very formal, very corporate, very serious, to just that sheet. And I liked the lady who did the video. She talked about the business model canvas. And I said my lines are always open. One thing is that when I was called by Dr. Ehud, by the way, I think I need to tell you how I met Dr. Ehud because he's the one who invited me to this program. We have worked with the youth with Dr. Ehud years back. In Isli, Mathare, Mukuru Kwajenga, and then we met at the PhD class. And don't ask me why I'm not being called doctor. It is very tough to finish a doctorate.
Congratulations, Ehud, we're in the same class, but here I am. And so all along, there has been, what do you have, what can we do, what can we do? And he told me, there is a free one. And even before that, and I'm saying it nikiwa kwa madhabahu, I always said, I want to do something free, other than just always making money. Life is not just about making money, it is also creating a change. When I leave this world, what will people say Anna Kehanya did? Alifanya nini? Unajua nikitengeneza pesa ni yangu, si ndio? It is my money. But if I reach out, I remember there is one program we did in Githogoro. I'm from Kiambu. In Githogoro, and it was free, and we would do entrepreneurship, financial literacy, just to see that there is a change in the world. So to all of you, I believe in you. I believe in you. And to my fellow trainers, I shall be joining the data analytics and the digital marketing. Cynthia, thank you very much, because we don't know everything. So we also worked very well as a team. So when I had an issue with I'm not very blank on digital marketing, but I'm not an expert. So I called upon an expert, and she came in. That was so wonderful. Ian, nilikusumbua sana. Nilikusumbua Ian sana, getting my way around navigating the vision drill, and Ian was very patient. So to the organizers, I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to make a difference in the lives of our youth. God our bless sana. Si nimeongea sheng at least. May God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Madam Anne. Next on stage, I'm going to invite ChatGPT. Are you familiar with that? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Kelvin Kariuki. No. The rules remain. Ready? I will make sure I include that one in ChatGPT so that some people here can get it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. My name is Kelvin Kariuki, as you've heard. And here I come to debunk people like Akina Frank. AI is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a tool of AI. It's one of the tools. So, and it's a good thing you know ChatGPT. I don't know what wengi wanajua. Since AI is a cross-cutting course that we train, wangapi hapa this time walifanya AI? Na vile mlikuwa mnaongea sana kwa class, hapa una maneno. Akwapi Ian? And ule huko, shout out Ian. He's always a good guy. Ni mse wa form sana. Alikuwa anafanya class yetu inakuwa interesting. Yeah, so I don't think there's anyone here by now actually AI ni nini. AI is here, AI was here, but sasa now AI is here and will continue to be here. So for you taking an AI class right now and getting trained to know AI, you are ahead of the curve. Because right now AI is the future and it is involved in everything we do day-to-day lives. And I'll touch on a little bit of things that I quoted here so that I don't take much time. Yeah. So you know us guys, the cross-cutting skills we have: AI, life skills, and entrepreneurship. And the technical pathways we have: digital marketing, data analytics, UI UX, and virtual assistants. Do you know why they incorporate AI there? Because these technical skills, without adaptability, they are short-lived, and without skills, it's risky. I remember Dr. Ehud said, having just skills won't take you far. You know, AI helps decide which CV will get shortlisted nowadays. AI suggests which ad performs best in digital marketing. AI analyzes customer behavior in data analytics. AI accelerates design workflows in UI UX. And AI already is assisting virtual assistants behind the scenes. So learning AI is no longer about becoming a tech genius. It's about remaining relevant and employable and competitive. No matter which career path you choose, AI should be something you gladly accept into your life and use it wisely to help you and to also make you money, you know. So as Dr. Ed says, skills alone are not enough. Life skills teach you how to communicate, collaborate, and adapt. Entrepreneurship teaches you how to see problems as opportunities. And together, these skills prepare not just to get jobs, but to create value. So today, it's not the end of your journey for these AI graduates today. So take it as a step. Many of you will fail. 1 time, 2 time. Don't stay on the ground. Keep rising and trying. You know, your only mistake if you fail, you never know. If you never know if you will fail, if you never started. So you should start so that when you fail, you know where to implement and to look into and diverse your thinking and your implementation. So, and also many of you will succeed. So take it as a green light path. Go outside there, be useful. And also something I like saying about AI, be ethical with AI. AI is a tool that is manipulated by a human being. AI is not magic. AI is not here to take away our jobs, but it will replace some jobs. And if you will not have learned about AI, then you will be left behind as well. So don't say AI is, I won't learn AI because imekuja to take over kila kitu. No, AI needs you to know AI so that mnaendanisha on a good path. Because these things we learn about large language models, the machine learning, all these things, they are created by human beings. They're not created by robots. The training of AI is not done by aliens or something. There's nothing like that. Those are it's trained by human being. And so don't say AI is coming to replace us. It will replace the jobs, the repetitive jobs. Sometimes I don't think we need them, you know. The chatbots, those ones are necessary, you know, the minor jobs. But AI will have AI engineers, the machine learning and everything. So AI is not here to replace our jobs. AI is here to help us live a faster and efficient life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mr. Kariuki, he has debunked me, but sijui kama atamanage war. Besides me here, as I walk, we are walking, 2 of us. If you look closely, you'll see Mr. Ian. I'm the one programming you. You want to debug me? Okay. Tukutane kwa kiwanja. One thing in the class he said, take care of your data. It's very sensitive. You inform AI the way your girlfriend left, your boyfriend left. AI keeps record. One day, one time, he will debug you with it. Thank me later. Thank you so much, though, for the advice. He said when you fail, don't stay down. Please rise up. Ladies and gentlemen, hi. Hi. You're in your life skill. Ladies and gentlemen, and about now, I'm about to invite when and only, the only class that watch at Ajisemeo. Let's give it up for Anne Mamer to Pavali. From the top DJ. From the top DJ. Thank you so much.
Hi. How are you? It's a really great day. I really want to thank the directors, the organizers for this privilege. It divided my years, multiplied my joy, subtracted my sorrows. I had something to look forward to every week, and you are so amazing. We will not go into what we did in those sessions for another day, but today I don't just see you as graduates, I see leaders, creators, and problem solvers. I just want to give 2 examples of the assignment that we did where people shared what they are doing to the world. Believe it or not, one of us was at the Kenya Ports Authority, one of the offices. I may not give the details, but during his shift, the containers were not having any delays. So you can imagine if that person, when they now complete, because that was attachment, that is what Faithtech is doing. I can't wait for them to graduate, because once they go to such a level, there will not be some of this traffic and congestion that is happening. Someone who was going to the gate, interacting with every person in that, even those who speak Swahili, he learned that Swahili and they understood his system. So when he went behind the software, behind the machine, everybody was cooperating because in Kiswahili they understood their parts. That's one of the Faithtech graduates. Another one was working in a hospital, and she came up with a solution for those who have ailments that are lifestyles, because they forget their medication, they forget to go for appointments, and she came up with a system from what she learned here that is helping them now to come for appointments, and that is a solution. Now, because I've taken a lot of time, I just want to finish with 2 sentences. That once you have learned what you have learned, as my colleague Kelvin has said, and our Daktari said, it's more than just the life skills. I've seen you build discipline, resilience, clarity of purpose, and the courage to take an initiative. That one was a bottom line. But remember that what we always said, your mindset will open the door for you. But what will keep that door open is your character. The door will always be open. But you may not move after the door is open. We need the community. So we need to interact and all the skills that we have learned so that together we move forward. So thank you very much. And whether you choose to be and to go to transform lives as employed by someone or employ others, do not underestimate the power of small beginnings. I am so proud of you, and I can't wait to see the impact that you will make in the world. Thank you.
Wow. Hata mwalimu ako na testimony ya students. It's bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I like to copy people in life, especially my closest family members like my dad. Au kama my engineer, naona kama nimemark hapa Dr. Lee, nimemark na mchorea. But then there's one person I don't want to copy. My grandmother. That lady has a PhD in complaining. So one day, anyways, let me just tell you. One day, we were just there, and then church too. And my grandmother, I was seated next to her. You know the grandmother's worship. She started clapping. She clapped and then she stopped. She asked me, "Where are these people not praising God with passion as I'm praising them?" And I'm like, everybody has his own way of worshiping. It's like, no, tell them to clap. I'm like, I'm not even a pastor. It's like, no. She stopped. Then she went to the praise and worship team. I think I'll tell you that tutamalizia. Do you know this sister of yours? Anitoka sister number 4. Yeah? Your sister ama your brother, ule mkubwa tu anapatuna number 4. She's 5 times older than you, lakini mkitembea kwa njia na muangalianga hivi. Kila mtu anadhani ni sister yako mdogo, kumbe vice versa. Na complain. Ukifika kwa ice cream, unaendesha ice cream kubwa. Mwambia, "Niweke, si ongeza." Alafu ikifika kwa lipo na uangalia. Sis. Unamwita ukindania ice cream hivi. Unajua?
Do you guys have such people? Do you guys have such people? Hey, bwana munijibu nitakuwa fired. Wananiangalia jamani. Do you have such people? You don't have? Wamesema, for the record wamejibu, wamesema wana. Ladies and gentlemen, next on stage is the sister of Vibe on Vibe. Give it up for Angie Mtoko for virtual assistant class. Ajafika, tuanze.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Mkwaje? So good to see you. Eventually we get to meet. We've been interacting behind the scenes, so today I'm happy to meet every one of you, especially my class. Really, do you have anything to say? Well, just everything that has been said here is very important, actually. So I'll say again, and I'll emphasize that it's not only about the skills. Right now we have a very competitive digital space. So it's about how you distinguish yourself out there. It's not just about you learning and then taking the certificate and going home, or just like telling people how you've done data analytics, you've done UI, UX, the complex course, and then you just leave it at that. It's about how you're going to continue from there. So like I'll urge you guys, do not just take the certificate, do not just do the courses, because you see you're going to do all these courses. I'm sure there's someone here who has done all the courses for Faithtech so far. So yeah, the consistency is going to help you. Have the passion. Like, do not just sit there. There are so many platforms that are coming up other than the ones that we learned in class. And there are so many social media platforms that would help you to get something to do for yourself. It's about even creating opportunities for yourself as well, just like they have been saying. Do not just look at getting employed. Do not just look at a client who is going to give you work. Also look at what can I do for myself to make more money, or to make money for myself, to make a living for myself. Yeah, I don't know, I think I had something that I wanted to tell you. Let me just look, because maybe it's not really going to be coming right away. Yeah, I wanted to say you need to be so curious. Like, there's a guy who was in my class. I'm not so sure if he's here. Alex, he has even been called out. I don't know if he's here. I saw Faith look at this side. Oh, yeah, he's here. So that kind of curiosity, that guy was always curious. Even when he knows something, he will want to hear from you. Like, he will want to see what you think about that particular thing. So I would also want you guys to always want to learn. Don't just go and take whatever it is you did in class and let it be the end of it. Continue learning. We keep saying there's YouTube, there's social media, there's a lot of AI tools that you can use. So please learn, continue learning. Let it be something that is going to help you in this journey. And always network. Remember, we have so many people here today that you can network with. You might not know what or where your next opportunity is coming from. Could be from this particular panel that we have here. So do not forget to network. I can see Frida, she's rich with information about online or gig economy. Please do not leave here without saying a word or getting something from her. And also David. So yeah, it's good to see you all, and I'm looking forward to interacting with you more after this. Thank you.
Sister Mafo, summarize kila kitu. Alisema hiyo kosi yake is very essential. Please try it out kama unataka form. And if you do well in that class, you can ask me. You can bag like let's say like 40. Ati course moja ni 40 bob or 40,000, that is. Mbili ni 60 bob. Ya tatu ni kama enda VA. Ladies and gentlemen, our teachers are so time cautious. You can see how they are doing it, keeping to the minimum, brief, precise, and I hope you are picking up a point. Something good is coming up in a few. Right now, we want to go online. How many of us are social media? IG? social media, the YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, just raise your hand. I have something for you, you never know. Hiya, anybody? Except Ian Najuana, Anna Simon, and Tumeka Tululu. Another person? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, next on stage is the brain behind digital marketing, the teacher herself, the person who always gave you a platform just to shout in the class, the ideas, the person you taught a lot. Every time you're in class, she'll ask you a question, and then Ian will jump with an answer, followed by Faith, and the rest. Najijua tu, sitaki wataja wote, siwaibishi leo. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Madam Cynthia. She's come on stage. You will just continue to clap, of course. She's there, don't worry, I have faith. Just clap on my faith, continue. Okay, now that you've seen her, now you can do the clap. And it's good to work with the bodyguard.
Family. So, hi guys. I think I have a bodyguard and a flower girl. She's called Daniela. She said she'll come. Yeah, so, yeah, where do I start? My usual characteristic will be have a very well organized speech. But then today, I think I told God in the morning, I woke up and I told God, you know what, I don't know, what do you want me to go and tell your people? I've been the instructor, you tell me what to go and tell your people. So when I was seated, the Lord instructed me, we pray. So we can stand up and then I'll just do it in the form of prayers. So. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you've given to us. Lord, not by might, not by power, but by your Spirit, O God. Lord, I thank you for the great testimonies of people who've come and they've really learned a lot, Lord, that we don't take for granted. And so, Lord, we say thank you. Lord, we put this time before you. Lord, when I joined Faithtech, I didn't know what that it was all about, and the management, they were really reassuring. Thank you for all of them, the IAF, the Mwangaza Trust, Lord, all this leadership, thank you for them. Thank you. I didn't know that this would be a path that would help me to be of blessing, oh God. I didn't know I had that capacity, but Lord, you said that you will call Gideon from the list of the clans, and that you've magnified your name, O God. And so, Lord, when I look forward to this celebration, I'm praying that, Lord, you will give them the capacity, the graduates, the capacity to go and seize every opportunity that is ahead of them. Lord, I might not have taught them everything, but I always turn to you because you're Rabbi. I turn to you because you're the great teacher, and I learn from you, God. And so, Lord, even as they set forth their minds, their hearts, whether they are coming back for other courses, what I pray and I speak a word of blessing as an instructor is that, Lord, they will find their path clearer to where their destinies are, oh God. Everybody who's connected to the opportunities, Lord, soften their hearts, and everything that it is, oh God, that it shall be well for them. Those who are still finding their way out, Lord, bring the spirit of clarity in them. And I know, Lord, all this will work out. I love the devotion, Lord. The devotions were amazing. When I had a very hard day, just starting off with the devotion really helped me. And I've never loved any time like the devotion. That was just brilliant. And thank you for Faithtech for always softening my heart
before the sessions, just clearing the path, every worries, every anxiety as an instructor. And I know even for the trainees, it was that. And I know, God, it is well. Lord, the journey ahead for cohort 4 is amazing. It's going to be blessed. It's going to be amazing. And I know, God, you're going to align everything for good. God, whatever resources that are needed to pull a big and amazing, impactful session for this cohort, Lord, you will grant it. And thank you for families represented. May you bless them. Those who not managed to come, they're joining from live stream, please bless them as well. Lord, I thank you. And for the many things I would have wanted to pray for, Holy Spirit, please go before me, because I know you know everything that needs to be, because you know the will of the Father. In Jesus' name I do pray and believe. Amen.
Thank you so much. Students, that is the true definition of Faithtech. Faith. Have faith. Believe in God. Faith. Believe in the unseen. Faith. Faithtech. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you? I can employ you, madam. She has refused the call. My awards won't support her much anyway. Thank you so much, Madam Cynthia. We are doing so well, very, very, very well. Very, very, very well. I'm trying to keep time with you guys. I was telling about my grandmother, Cindy. But before I tell you about my grandmother, my little story, ladies and gentlemen, I tried data analytics. I made Excel sheet, right, left, and center. I watched the data, and then the data disappeared. I decided I'll go to look for it virtually. I went to virtual assistant. Instead of learning, I go there, there's vibe and vibes. I just vibed, and then kapanda kiburi, nikaenda LinkedIn, trying to make money. Of course, that is the dollar point. I'm still trying, but I'm there. Then I thought, this is not enough, because hapo nimeandika at analytics virtual assistant. Sema, kwani mimi ni nani? I will try UI UX. Mr. Ian told me, bro, welcome, you're welcome. So I went, I joined UI UX. Brothers and sisters, I tried. Honestly, I tried. Actually, anajua. Ian anajua, Edwin anajua in the absentia. They'll tell you, I tried. But it's not for everyone. Okay, I'm not saying that I failed. I'm just saying it's not for everyone. But I'm not saying don't give up. I'm trying to say it's not for everyone. Come on, I tried. And I managed. I conquered. Ladies and gentlemen, you've done it. And if you've not done it, you can still do it. Please, put your hands together as we welcome Mr. Ian, next on stage, UI UX.
Yeah, thank you. I guess you're wondering why I'm carrying two mics. So Edwin is here, so you can come. I'll talk about specific parts, and then you'll talk about UI UX.
Hello everyone. My name is Edwin, and glad to see you all. Put a face to the voice. Najua itakuwa rahisi, said, but it takes consistency and determination to get to that point. So what I would say is to utilize the AI as you do your work. AI actually, I like to demystify that AI is taking your job. Actually, AI helps you to be more efficient and faster. can remember when I was joining first year, around 2018, AI was not well known. And we were learning C. And we were told to create the one for ranking, for grading. And actually it took us a while, like for most of the time, like 1 hour, just to debug a 10 line of code, because you had to go to Stack Overflow. But right now, with AI, it actually takes you like 5 minutes, as long as you know the syntax and everything. So it's nice to be familiar with AI, the various tools, as you learned in the AI class, and also be ready to pivot. One thing with tech, it keeps changing with time. I have a certificate in Java. Currently, there's no like desktop application. We switched to a website application. So it's good to be up to date with technology and be ready to adapt to the changes. And I'm glad to see you all.
Yeah, thank you, Edwin. And so I'll just start by addressing some of the concerns that were mentioned during the panel that was here. And we'll start by one thing that the gentleman in blue. So I heard you mention that, of course, this is Faithtech and we are training on entrepreneurship, because this is not just about employment and the gig economy. Just to echo in the words of Pastor Gereso, where he said that he quoted Genesis and scriptures on human beings being called to have dominion over the earth. And essentially, in layman's terms, one of the ways of having dominion on earth is by creating new industries, new job opportunities for people. And my team and I, as part of Faithtech, has been working on what we call the Launchpad Hub. And what the Launchpad Hub is going to be doing is, apart from us just listing some of these job opportunities made available to all the students, one of the things that we'll be doing is co-founder matching. And what does co-founder matching mean? So you have been trained on entrepreneurship. Some of you, I'm sure, I sort of like brought this up in the UI UX group and some students were excited about it. Some students would like to start companies and run companies, but not everyone is driven to do that. And because we'll have information on you, we are going to be matching. The gentleman in blue, you talked about, not just you, there's the panel that was actually here that talked about having communities. So instead of having communities, because there are lots of communities on WhatsApp, on all different kinds of social media platforms, what we will have is co-founder matching. So based on the information we have about you, we will know who is suitable to run a company and who has the skill to help this founder run the company. And then we are going to match these people. So it's going to be simple. It's just, you'll see a profile, like you see an Instagram profile, and then you can swipe right if you want to work with this person. You can swipe left, and it will show a match score there. It's just that simple, swiping left or right. And then if you are a founder and you need a manager, you need a salesperson, you'll be able to get them from the same community. So just swipe right, they get notified that you swiped right on their profile, and then they can reach out to you. And basically it's as simple as that. And that is one of the ways. So there was a question on you applying for jobs, but then you don't have a CV. So I have never been employed in my entire life. I tried, but never worked out for me. And I have gotten several, even prior to founding Vision Drill, I have gotten several gigs. Or even as part of Vision Drill. I mean, anyone that is a founder, you will know that you are aware that there are certain contracts you do that are not part of what you normally do. And they asked for my CV as well, yet I have no CV from any specific job per se. So my CV comes from vision, the work that I have done, the milestones, the targets that we have hit. And this has unlocked so many opportunities for me. And so I thought, why not just bring that experience here? So let's assume you matched with a certain student and you guys started a company, and let's just assume for some reason your company didn't work out. Now your employer is able to see what you have been doing. You're able to build a portfolio amongst yourself and show your employer that, oh, this is what we have been doing. And maybe you can even take that, if it's like a gig, it can be your side hustle as you're still trying to build your business. So basically that, but we'll have more discussions on this later. And thank you very much.
Vijana na tech. Okay. Never been employed. I tried. I think I have a footstep to follow. Nikipasuka msama tafadhali muniokote. Just make my rings together and recreate me, and then I try again. Siedu nasema don't give up. If you fail, just try again. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't pass next to you. Najua comrades wananiangalia wanasema masaa ni mbaya. Admin imeniambia mbele iko sorted. You can just bear with us. Unaweza funika mapua kama uvae mask for the time being. Iko. Ladies and gentlemen, nimeambiwa tumalize ile icebreaker. Kuna mtu bado uko curious at the end of it ni nini? I'm also curious to see whom I'll just get hold of. Kuna watu na target specific. Have you imagined like Dr. Lee akidance? Unaweza imagine hiyo? Eh? Imagine kombo ya Dr. Lee, Madam Consolata, Madam Agnes, Elias. Imagine your group on stage wakidance. Are you picturing what I'm saying? We are about to find out. I was telling you about data analytics, I remember. So, after I tried collecting data and then they disappeared, I decided to find a solution in VA. VA. That was VA, data analytics. VA. VA, I was told we don't teach data here. That is the other side. So I had to go back. Imagine repeating a class. Imagine. You're with me? Okay, I didn't repeat, I'm just saying imagine. Okay, why you guys look at me like that? I said imagine, I didn't repeat. The next speaker coming on stage, Madam Elias, will tell you, if I repeat it. Okay, she won't mention that, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put together for Madam Elias, our next guest speaker for data analytics. No. The instructions were this way. Role ni moja, mbili, tatu, nne, tano. Pende.
Saseni, mkoaje? I know everyone is tired, but my name is Nelias. Sitachukua muda. Yeah, I have been training you guys on data analytics. I enjoy so much. Lakini allow me to give you a minute of a story. This is how I started data analytics. I happened to work in a bank somewhere, and then by coincidence, my colleague lost their parents, and I was called upon to take up the role. It was hard. I remember I went home at 1 a.m., but it was okay. And then, little did I know that I had knowledge enough that I could share with other people. The way you don't think, mimi naweza fundisha nini lakini. I have never imagined myself as a teacher. Yes, I'm a product of teachers. My both parents are teachers. But
mimi sikuwa imagine nimesimama nafundisha watu. And that is a passion that I have grown nowadays. I teach a lot and I teach young people. And that's why I'm ever young. All right? Yes. So, this is what I want to say. That never despise that little knowledge that you think you have, you could impact someone out there. So I much appreciate IYF for giving me that opportunity and also for building my confidence that indeed I am up to something. Okay, so I challenge you, even the short course that you have taken, Mazi, go out there, conquer, believe in yourself, show up for yourself, and believe in God. Put God first. And at this moment, it's all about our students, the people that I taught. Please, data analytics class, tusimame. If you knew that you took data analytics, mazeni aje, tusimame haraka haraka, we are saving time, naona lunch iko ready. Yeah? Yes, so let's appreciate them. They did me good. They gave me a wonderful time. Yeah, hata class ilikuwa tense, ilikuwa tu na mtu alikuwa hapo anatucheer up. So more power to you guys, more blessings. Go out there and make us proud. Faithtech, what can we say? God bless you. All right? And I want to recognize two students. Hawataongea. I have Joshua. Joshua? Yes, that is Joshua. And I also have Catherine Bide Munyao. Where are you? Catherine. Yes, let's appreciate those two people. There's no order of merit, but I hate to do that. Thank you so much for making it possible, and congratulations. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to a close, sorry we've stolen a lot of your time, but thank you for your patience. We are coming to the end of our session. Quick note, one, we'll do photos, media. Yeah, there's a old banner, Faithtech, Apple. And then we will do it orderly. We'll be calling you to encoding according to your groups. We take photos. Then after that, we're going to queue. After your group has taken a photo, you just queue. Will be served there as we proceed. After serving, please network. Please network. Make sure you have like about 50 contacts. 50 contacts. Speaking of 50 contacts, just tell your neighbor, I did VA. I did VA. Ulifanya gani? That's how you start a conversation. Ukilemewa sana bado mwalimu desk la around atakuupdate around ndio ule. Okay, so food eco. Tell your neighbor food eco. Tell your neighbor food eco. Jack, food eco. Food eco. Students, I got you. Okay, ukiona umetoka mdomo pia maji eco. Maji. What is life? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna certificates bado. We still have to do that. We still have to give you certificates. Of course, utaonyesha ndio watu wengi umepata kufanya data analytics, UI UX. Sasa hapo iko wapi? Nafaa nipatiwe nishike kama example. Mwalimu fanya kitu bado.
Anyway, I'll still call upon the trainees, the trainers on stage. They'll call out next. We give you the certificates. We also capture you in our media. I believe we have your consent to take a photo of you. And please note that we may use your photo for promotional purposes. We may. Okay, yes, we won't, or we will. We may. Sawa? And again, media get organized here, you get your photos also. Feel free to take photos. Okay. Tutafanya reverse. Tulimaliza na data analytics, tunaanza na yeye na students wake, yeye anajua, si ndio? I will do this exercise really quick. DJ utatuwakilisha hapo. Utatupatia. DJ atafanyia ile kitu. Madam Elias, please, podium is yours. And then I'll come back. I'm still stuck with you. And I'm coming back. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, wacha tu stretch. Bado yana tata anajipanga. Let's stand up kidogo, tumalize 1 2 3. Simple instruction tu ni ile. Yana tata anajipanga as other trainees, teachers wanajipanga. So 1, nakumbuka 1 2 alafu 3. Ndio? So, baadaye siku moja chieni moro. Guys, twende. One day, siku moja chieng moro, niliona 2 ladies. Very nice, very nice. So one day siku moja chieng moro, niliona 2 ladies. One of them was called Agnes, Jackie, Faith. Kumbe they were 3. Nani ameshikwa? Just be honest, be honest. Nani ameshikwa? Nani ameshikwa? Nani ameshikwa? Be honest. Okay. This lady was very honest. You warned yourself. Ngoja kidogo. Bako twitch. You vote yourself a credit. Kwa hiyo maneno. Honesty. Simple. Confidence. Honesty. Simple. Hata nenda kushika Madam Consolata. I'll try again. Alright. We'll do it. One day siku moja chieng moro. Haya. I saw. Okay, kuna mtu ametensa hapa hivi nyuma yangu anagopa. Okay, nimeacha. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Madam Elias. We'll proceed. Kuna credit nyingine na kuja.
Okay, so I have my 2 students. I had 217 who graduated from my class. It was a huge number, but I thank God that we all made it through. So I wish to call the 2 students that I had recognized who are going to represent the rest of the team. Please bear with us, we cannot call out everyone because of the time. So I wish to call upon Joshua and Catherine Mbide. Joanne, please, if you can give me their certificates. Joshua Mutisia and Catherine Mbide. And I wish to call upon Frida to issue the certificates as they come. Congratulations and thank you so much. the virtual assistant, and I call upon Agnes to come and present her certificates.
So, we can continue as we are seated so that I can see you well. Some of you are tall, and I know the secrets of the class by the way. I'm not saying I'm short, I just know the secrets. Don't ask me how. Okay, before I tell you the secret.
Hi once again. I request the BA students to all stand up so that we can congratulate you by clapping for you. I know you were so many, but I've noticed not everyone is here today. They were not able to make it, but at least those who are here. So this is the VA class, a very interesting class. I really had a good time, you guys, training you. And I'm just a text away, so in case you have any challenges, do not fail to reach out. We can clap for them. Okay, so now remain seated and let's recognize just two of you since we can't have everyone here. Let's recognize Peter Maina, come out. I don't know if he's here. Peter? And Eda. Eda, I would like to see you as well. Yeah, let's recognize those ones, and as they come, let me also recognize my very able classmates. Christine Chege, I don't know if you are here. If you are here, please stand. Tyrus Joroge, I saw you on the list of the ones who are to attend. Enoch Bahati in his absentia, I recognize him as well. And there was Stephanie Newman. I had 4 of them actually, because I wanted to expound the entire way of doing things. So you guys, you did a good job, the classmates. I really appreciate you. Yeah, thank you and God bless you. David, please help me. Thank you, David. Peter is not here. Okay, so now I was to recognize Alex, but I understand he did not write his name, so his certificate is not here, but you can come. Alex, quickly. Madam Conservator, please.
Hello. Thank you so much. Next on stage, please give it up for Madam Cynthia Murimi for digital marketing. And then AI UX up next. UI UX.
Hello. Hi. I'm very proud to know and to just usher 217 graduates out, and congratulations. I would have really wanted to do one-on-one certification, but for purposes of today, allow me to recognize 2 students in absentia. They really made my journey amazing. That is Crystal. Crystal, if you're joining live stream, please receive my heart love. You are the engine for the class. Everybody, what are digital? Nakumbuka Crystal. Cynthia, Crystal was actually out, take it as a challenge, as a trainer. she would know everything she ought to do. She would stand up for the groups. And by the way, she actually offered to do master classes after the cohort is done. So we have something for us as cohort 3. So bado hatujachana, tuko pamoja. And there's someone called Steve. Steve learned how to manage his business online, and I can tell you for sure he has opened a Google business profile, and he has gone ahead to open for his friends at a fee. So he has not bagged less than 5,000 just from doing that, and I'm very grateful for that. And today in our presence, I want to acknowledge Mheshimiwa Nimesitoleta Captain Clement, and I'm not saying this because Mheshimiwa, I've seen something. You know, when you're an instructor, you can see something. So I have seen growth, I've seen scaling, I've seen uncomfort, if it's uncomfortable knowledge, and you have really amazed the class, and today is your day. You can come and we can certify you, and also we can have Lillian, you can come as well. Thank you. And just as they come, I want to recognize groups 9 and their leaders. Group 1, we have Rachel in absentia. We have group 2, Gumo. We have group 3, that was group 3, Elsie, Thelma, and then we had group 4 for Faith Molloy. We had group 5, Fred. We had group 6, that was Elsie. We had Elsie, I don't know if you're here. Yeah, okay, nice. We have group 7, we have Agri. Group 8, we had Crystal. And group 9, we had Sean, who's abroad, but took up the leadership. Thank you. So we can certify.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wow. It would be mean of me. Please, class of digital marketing cohort 3, please rise on your feet, tafadhali. I feel like hugging you. Please don't leave. Please mingle with me. Don't leave me until I know you. Please give me a handshake, hug me, do everything you can. Just know me. You've been amazing, and I love you. And I actually used to pray for you guys, and thank you. And Conservator was my training. Conservator, I don't know, we should do cohort 4 together with you. Definitely. So I have my team there.
No. I think also I did digital marketing, but my name was missing in the register. Please include Anna. All right. Thank you so much, Madam Cynthia. Next on stage, I'll invite Mr. Edwin. Inaitwa the combo. Not the presidential aspirants, the president and the Nigeria.
So this was an amazing class. As you had Ian, hey, went into our vibes, representing us very well. So we have Veronica Njuguna. Yes, Veronica. And then, as Veronica is, no, we just have Veronica first. So right next we have Njogu Karaoke. Right, thank you. For UI UX, can I please have the entire class stand up? UI UX. Awesome. So we have some who are watching online. In fact, if you're watching this online, I want you to know that we really appreciate you. And we appreciate the fact that you took the initiative to journey with us until the end. Yeah.
So, I think you guys remember are still fresh. I told you I tried UI UX. I tried. I fought. I didn't win, but I won. But before I win, there's some famous name you had. There's a CEO, a lady called CEO, Madam Nana. Okay, Nana is the company, but she's a CEO. Group 1 chairperson, chairlady. Maybe they should just start. Yeah. Group 1, yeah. These people made me sleep at 4. The following day, first came Jengo. Na foreman, anakungoja na simiti, 8th floor. They punished me then, but they helped me again. I will struggle with the concept until the whole group gets it. Thank you so much. Until you get it, is when you move forward. I told you guys to network, make friends, search friends, and the people you can keep around. Everybody is calling here. You guys should meet here. You should meet here. You should. I'll tell you why. But before I say I do that, thank you so much to our teachers for at least watching and recognizing the students in the classes. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have power. The power invested in me. Okay, you need to clap, as I said, the power invested in me. And be fired. So clap well. You give me 3 anti-claps, with the power invested in me. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity and welcome I also forgot their names. They downloaded. You need to clap. Thank you. Now I've downloaded. Dr. Lee and Dr. Elliot for the state, please. Oh, you need to clap. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a surprise for you. I don't know what they're saying, but from there.
Thank you. We are here to congratulate the class together with on behalf of the leadership. Where's Nellis? We have Elias, on behalf of all the trainers. Yes. We are here to congratulate the class. And my name is not Dr. Lee. Ankoli. Ankoli Garori. I use Ankoli Garori. That is easy. Ankoli. So Dr. Lee is here. This is Dr. Ehud Chogo. So we are here to formally congratulate cohort 3 for graduating this day is a very, very important day, and we would like you to rise up as we honor you and appreciate you, and we applaud you because you have done us proud. All those graduating, let's rise up and let's applaud one another. Once more, applaud one another, and yes.